Motherfucker show. Oh my.
Time for the motherfucking show. Time for the motherfucking. Time for the mother. Time for the
Time for the
motherfucking.
motherfucking show.
Whoa.
Oh, I gotta unplug the phone. Unplug the phone in.
Put mine on silence. Silencio.
Balenciaga sucks. Some shit. I don't know. Maybe.
Silento. 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 You didn't even say that. That man is a wild dude. The dude
Why
who
me
did
do
that.
it for me? What he do?
I don't want to say that on air. What he did.
Oh, wasn't it something with? Yeah.
He got some bussy stuff going on, and then now
Yeah.
he's in jail for
Whoa.
killing somebody. But yeah.
Whoa. That? Not that.
Silento.
Why'd you do it for me? Damn, bro.
Yeah, it's tough, man.
Oh, you can see it. You can see it on the live. Okay, that's good. Sweet.
Talking about the name changes.
Yeah, no, on the board, the homework.
Oh, okay.
It
Oh,
shows up on the live.
it shows up better on.
Kind of. Welcome to the show. It's about that time. I see Kay was supposed to get on Czar, I'm sorry. Was supposed to get on earlier so I could make sure his mic wasn't so he wasn't coming through the laptop mic, whatever the fuck he was doing last time.
Oh yeah, for real. Because I usually, if my shit just acts weird, I just restart it. Yeah. And I make sure it's plugged in before
He's never used this shit before.
Oh
That's yeah. So he didn't even. I'm sure he didn't even know where to look. How?
Oh, okay. I know it. I see what Cam Robinson's his homework is. Yes. I will line up right. 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 Okay. You might have missed. You might have missed one.
Simple.
But
what the fuck is in my what? There's an ad playing in the background. Shut up. Who does that?
Sure, on YouTube.
Stupid ports. No, it's fucking a Denver Broncos news site.
Mm-hmm.
What in the fuck is that? All right, man. What's going on? Where the fuck everybody at? Game Pass 742. What's up? Duval County. What's going on, bro? Bitch, ain't nothing special going on. Where the fuck everybody at? All right, hold on. We gonna send out some shares. Wait a minute. Y'all gonna chill, homie. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. We're gonna get these shares out. Gotta do everything ourselves, Jay. Yeah. Jeez Louise. Like they forgot it was Friday, I guess.
It is what it is.
Like they forgot it was Friday. That's okay. I'll remind them. I'll remind them.
Where's our producer at? He's supposed to be here early.
Cherry Brizzy. Do you like fitness? Yes, I do. Do you like fitness? How about you?
Jerry Brown said he don't got time for our foolishness.
He ain't got time for the buffoonery. Ain't got time for it. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, let's go. It's the pre-show. I'd like to just be able to. Hey, I know who that is. I bet that's Patty. My dog Pat used to say that joke. Good job, Game Pass. I'm gonna give you a round of applause.
Okay, got hype in the building. Got Gucci in the building. Okay, let's go, people.
Round of applause for Game Pass. Great job, sir. Great job. I appreciate it.
Round of applause for His Glory.
What's that? There we go. That's better. Come on. Where y'all at? Y'all know what time it is, man. Come on now. Y'all know it's showtime. Let's go. Gotta send them out, I guess. I guess we gotta do this manually tonight.
Man, I don't know. I can't see nothing, bro. I'm Stevie Wonder.
All right. That's enough. I think I got enough. I've done enough. Now y'all do the rest. Y'all hit that share button. What's going on, Joy? No, I do not. I do not Game Pass. I do not like gardening. I don't.
The boy said, talk to him nice, man.
Hype in the I see you. Hype in the building. I need to hold something. Y'all let me hold at least a band, fellas.
I know you. I'm about to say, man, let me hold the vet.
Yeah. You know the Corvette. Hop in the motherfucking vet like that. Bro got a whole, and the thing is, the vet is customized.
I'm just stupid.
He got the custom vet, bro. He's talking about let him hold a band. That's how he got the vet.
I see where that blue is stupid.
Yeah, and his name is on the motherfucker.
I'm not paying for your rims.
For the Corvette Photoshop. He Photoshop himself, right? That's a green screen when you driving in that bitch, huh? That boy is stupid. Stupid. All right, let's get this motherfucking show started. UCF Jaguar in the building. What's up, baby?
Shout out to UCF.
If y'all haven't seen his new interview with Tommy Mack, that shit was dope. Check it out on his channel. UCF Jaguar. All right, let's go.
First pick in the 2021 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Trevor Lawrence, quarterback, Clemson.
Duval, Bangum, Westside, Jayville, Duval, Hustle House, Frank Coley, he real. Duval, Bangum, Billy, Rankin, throw your D's in the air if you're from the Bangum. Duval, 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 Duval. If you're from a city, holla. Duval, 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 Duval. If you rep my city, holla. Duval, yeah boy, don't them youngins go hard. Swinging in them drop top Chevy, sitting too tall. Jaguar on my plate, on my feet, 2-8, 4-5 on my hip. Set a lame nigga straight.
We got the deep swell to go.
I can't even dethrone Garoppolo.
Welcome to the Minute Till Podcast. I am your host, the Hot Take Hooligan Agent K. I'm rocking with the Cannabis Analyst Agent J. And it's week 2, baby. Jacksonville Jaguars home opener. Time to lock down the bank against the Denver Broncos. As always, this show is brought to you by the good folks over at the Miller Creative Group.
MCG, our group of talented designers, can take your ideas and create something special. Been needing to wrap your vehicle to promote your business? Or maybe creating new business cards to stand out in your field? Maybe you're looking to create a memorable gift for a friend. Call us today and speak with a member of our staff and let us handle your vision so you can focus on what's important. Call 904-771-5855 or visit mcg247.com for more information.
Yes, sir. Miller Creative Group been taking care of us A1 since day one. And you know, storm season might be coming to an end, but the damage is already done. So a lot of y'all out there going to need your fences repaired. You want to get your backyard paradise on point. Well, you need to go ahead and holler at my folks over at Anchor Fence and Deck. You can call my boy Jalen for a quote today, 904-859-5481. Everybody needs somebody to hold them down when the times are tough, and can't nobody hold it down like Anchor Fence and Deck. Plus, the boys over at the Duvault, the custom Jag swag. It's official. Make sure you holler at AJ Dobson over at The Duvault. That is theduvault.bigcartel.com. Order your custom Jag swag today. Jay, how you feeling, brother?
Hey, man. I feel real good, man. We got, man, the Gators about to whoop on Alabama tomorrow. And the Jazz going to meet the going to get off on the goddamn Broncos and stuff, man.
That was bold. That was bold. Say it again. The Gators about to beat Alabama. You calling it, right? Are you calling your shot?
Yeah, bro. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck, Alabama, man? Hey, it's about them Gators, boy. I know y'all see that boy AR-15. He been practicing good. He fine. It was just a little cramp. He ain't pulled no hammy.
Little cramp.
Have you ever played a game in the swamp? It's crazy. It's hot. Hey, it's hot down there, man. 100,000 people in there, bitch, screaming. And, man, this is a lot, bro. He struck out for 80 yards, bro. He just like, oh, okay, let me just gear it down.
He was going. And he ran the safety over.
Yes.
And he ran the safety over.
Yes, and ran away from the rest of the defensive backs.
You might as well talk about it. He ran a motherfucking safety over. So.
And that was like, and look, that was 10 yards at the line. Like that was like probably 10 yards. He broke for another 70 afterwards and ran away from everybody else.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh man,
that was wild. That was wild. I like that boy. That boy's something special.
Yeah, and the thing is, and then Alabama, like, yeah, they be having packed games, but they got to go into the swamp tomorrow.
Jordan LeBranch, you could check out. He said, "How can I get some merch, man?" Go ahead over to the Instagram, Men and Teal Podcast. Hit us up in the DMs. There's pictures on there, all the merch we got. We also have merch available on Cloud9 Vibes website, and I forgot the link. That's why you hit us up directly and get it. We also got new tumblers in. Hold on, wait a minute.
Oh yeah, that Tumblr is fire.
Tumblr game. Hey, Tumblr game is stupid, bro. You can get your Men and Teal podcast Tumblr. Oh my Jesus. Or you can get
drink out of us.
The Urban Legend Tumblr, bro. Oh my God. Oh, it's beautiful. Make sure you hit us up, man. We got it all. Shirts, tumblers, hoodies, hats, the whole nine. Holler at us. All social media platforms at Men and Teal Podcast, except Twitter. That's at Men and Teal Pod. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Make sure you turn on notifications so I don't got to share the fucking video to 100 people when I turn this bitch on. Golly, hit the notification button. But, bro, last night a football game took place. Not sure if you were aware.
You know what's crazy? Because I keep forgetting that I don't have Comcast anymore, so I don't have NFL Network. But I keep forgetting too that I have the YouTube TV thing. So so I watched it. I saw the end of the first half and then I fell asleep.
Bro, that game was fucking incredible. It was a great game. Let me just say the NFL has been on point thus far with their matchups in prime time. This has been you should have high hopes as a Jaguar fan thus far because the prime time matchups have just been great. Heineke versus Daniel Jones does not sound like a premier matchup. Let me tell you, them two fellas put on a show. Daniel Jones was 22 of 32 for 249 yards and a touchdown. And he rushed for 95 yards and a touchdown. They took one of his runs back and one of his touchdowns off the board. Daniel Jones was Vanilla Vic.
Yeah.
That young man was out there toting the tater like a running back. But Tyler Heineke threw the ball 46 times, 336 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick late in the game. That was more of a Terry McLaurin's fault. But, hey, you know what? The game was phenomenal. Yeah. It was back and forth the entire night. And the ending was exactly what you would have expected for something that crazy. The game was literally neck and neck the entire night. New York has an opportunity to steal the lead, go up big, not just by a possession, but big.
Mm-hmm.
And they drop a wide open touchdown in the end zone. I believe it was Shepard.
Shepard. It was the Shepard or Darius Slayton, one of them.
Slayton? No, yep, you're right. It was Slayton. It was Slayton. It was
Darius
Slayton.
Because he was killing.
It's 86. Yep. Yeah. Darius Slayton drops the ball, bro. He wide open. You will play your entire career in the NFL, from college to the NFL, high school. Pop Warner. You'll never be as open as Darius Slayton was in the end zone. And what makes it worse is it really, somebody told me earlier today, Frank was saying, you should have just dove for it. I told him, I said, Frank, he didn't have to dive for it. Because the ball was in his hand. Yeah, he just went too much this way. And honestly, so the ball landed on the side of his hand. He didn't go, he didn't get both hands under it.
No,
because honestly, he tracked it slightly off.
If anything, I would say, because the throw is the throw. Trevor probably drops that in the bread basket and keeps going.
It was on the money.
It was on his tips, man. He got to catch it.
No, it was the whole hand. It was the whole hand.
I saw the ball out.
So he's going for the ball like this. He's going for the ball 2 hands. Mm-hmm. And the problem is it only hits on 1/2, but it hits the whole hand.
Okay.
It hits half the hand, though. He tracked it too far inside, so it hits the outside of his hand. And then that's why it goes outside, and then he bobbles and tries to recover. It literally hit just on the whole outer edge of the hand. It was just slightly off track for him. That's all. He literally, if he's 2 inches to the right, it's a catch.
Okay.
It's 2 inches to the right. It just also shows you inches. And even if it's off the fingertips, inches. It's a game of inches. It's never more relevant or more paramount than it is right then and there.
Mm-hmm.
It was mind-blowing. But then they still get the field goal. Still get the field goal. They go up. And boy, oh boy, Tyler Heineke comes back on the field. My guy throws a tutty on 2 plays.
That drive, it was 17-second drive, right? It's 75 yards, something crazy.
Because the first play goes to Jerick McKinnon up the sideline. He almost scores.
Yeah.
And then on the next play, he throws it to the tight end, Seals Jones.
Yeah, Seals Jones. He saw and got the toe. I'm like, oh my God.
And he almost didn't even throw it. What's crazy is, and this way you got to give Tyler Heineke some credit, right? Because he looks to the right. He looks at that route first. He doesn't like what he sees because it didn't look like Seals Jones beat him that much, right? Mm-hmm. He looks, then he comes back. The running back is right there. He can dump it off. He doesn't like that. He goes back to Seals Jones and just does it.
Yeah.
But he puts it in a way that if he doesn't make the play, nobody makes the play.
Yeah, he puts it up there. He really kind of had to snag it from going out of bounds and then get his feet in.
You talk about an undrafted free agent, been in the league since 2015, came in this bitch cooking up, been on like 4 different teams right now, got an opportunity to start, went out there, almost beat the GOAT in the wild card round of the playoffs in his first start, gets benched again. Ryan Fitzpatrick comes in, takes over. He gets hurt. Heineke comes in, knocks out the New York Giants in week 2.
Yeah, no, Heineke looked good last year. But that's how you. But see, the thing is, that's how you earn it. But that's how they try to earn it. Like, so, but I don't want to talk about former quarterbacks here, but you gotta fucking play. You gotta play when.
Is he year 6 Gardner Minshew?
Pretty much. He got 24 seconds. But yeah, other than that, bro, that's kind of what it looks like. Like he actually got to sit down for a while and learn and not have to play as a rookie or a second or third year player. You know what I'm saying? Like he got to sit behind motherfuckers and see a lot of shit and learn. And I don't know. Has he been in?
Arm.
Where did he get drafted? Or you say he was undrafted? Where did he come?
Old Dominion.
What team did he go to before he came to the league?
He's been on like 4 different teams. He played for Minnesota, New England. Shit, I'd have to look the rest. I know Minnesota.
So he was a backup with Tom Brady for a little bit.
A little bit.
I mean, pick up something.
Back up, 3rd string practice squad. I don't know exactly the role in which he played, but he's been in the quarterback room. He's been in the quarterback room with Thomas. Yes.
I mean, you never that can be a lot.
I believe, if I remember correctly,
Josh
going back to that wild card matchup, Tyler said that he would come into that, like he would try to be the first one in there in the room, and he got there. It was like 5 a.m. and Tom was there every time. Yeah. And he said Tom was cool and inviting and like talk to him and shit. But he said like he would do everything he could to be the first one in the film room or the weight room, and Tom would be already there. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with our matchup coming in on Thursday in a couple weeks. But right now we slated to face the Denver Broncos. But what I want to talk about before we get there is also the injury news, man. You had an offensive lineman go down last night with a broken leg. It was nasty.
The dude stepped on the ball.
Yeah, that was nasty. That was nasty. It seems injuries are on the rise. We've seen a lot of torn ACLs and Achilles ruptures lately. So I ask you this. Is the vaccine weakening players?
I don't know. Shit, I can't tell you. Yeah. Pretty much.
It's funny. But I'm seeing a lot, all right? And I think that it's a point that you could talk. I think that if you did the research on it, it would be interesting. How many of because this is an insane amount of injuries we're seeing right now. And you have less preseason games so far. It's not like the NBA where you had a shortened off season. I really don't understand this mass influx of injuries that you're seeing because the game is softer than it was.
Well, I mean, I think it's just
where's it coming from?
I mean, honestly, we talked about these injuries would have happened quicker, or they would have happened already if training camp was longer and preseason, I think. So I'm trying to figure out who talked about. I heard somebody say something about that, and I kind of agree with that.
That was Czar last week.
Yeah. So that's what I just attributed that to.
I mean, do you think Dante Fowler would have torn his ACL no matter what that year? He just happened to do it first time he stepped on the field in OTAs. I don't. That's a freak injury. Like,
it is
your ACL. You can't tell me he hadn't been lifting properly the entire time to strengthen his knee. He just took the wrong step. It's a freak injury.
Yeah, but I just think it's just wear and tear. I think it just when things happen, when it's time for things to happen, they just kind of happen. I mean, like I said, it just a little soreness here and there. It's like, all right, whatever, fuck it, it's not that bad. We don't know when exactly it started to tear. He could have started. It could have had a small tear in college, and right. they wouldn't looked at it and it wasn't nothing. And he's been fine. He's been working through it. And I remember, people aren't really saying shit. These guys aren't saying, "Hey, I'm hurt." Like, I'm a first round draft pick. If I can get through my knee, if I get through all of this and I can get drafted and get the money and shit, something happens. I just gotta take some time off. But
it's just interesting because we've seen more injuries at the beginning of this season and through preseason and camp than we have any year that I can remember. This is a lot.
I mean,
this is a lot.
The last few years, it's been really bad. I mean, especially talking about coming right before preseason and then after week 1. I mean, people get hurt. It's the first time getting hit and really, really being in some real action.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it plays out, how it keeps going. We got to keep a look on it. I don't know. You got to be careful because the QAnon folks going to come out and start blaming the vaccine for the NFL injuries. So you better watch it. You don't never know. It will come down the rabbit hole. But also, we got a huge announcement for the fans.
Huge.
This announcement is huge. It's huge. Let me tell you that other announcements have been big, but not this one's huge. You understand? It's huge. Nobody will ever make an announcement as big as the one that I am about to make to you fans today. It's huge, okay? There's a lot of big ones. This one's bigger.
The biggest.
Okay? The roof claim sponsorship, okay, with the Jacksonville Jaguars, huge. It's fucking huge. It's super huge. You had one job, roof claim. You literally could have been the biggest roofing company in Jacksonville by doing one thing. Yep. And that is not offering to pay Jacksonville, the organization, money for said sponsorship. You could have offered to put up shading, a roof of some sort, not an entire roof, even just shading. You could have offered to do that in the upper decks, and that could have been your payment for said sponsorship. And you didn't. You dropped the ball. And not only did you drop the ball, you spit on that bitch, bounced it in our face, got the loogie juice on the cheek, and then it hit the ground. There was no reason for a roofing company to announce there's going to be this big announcement coming up from the Jaguars, and we'll share it on our social media. And then we find out it's just a punk-ass sponsorship. That's not big for us. We don't care.
We don't give not one fuck about that, bro. You think we care about the sponsorships?
Some more money?
Yeah. Bro, people come in there, bro. People
for fucking you.
People go in there and spend their hard-earned money. We don't give a fuck about what the South or North End Zone is sponsored by, bro, because that shit doesn't bother us none. The pools are cool. You know what I'm saying? It's dope. But
isn't that what it is, too? Isn't it the cabanas or something now? The pools are sponsored by them now?
I don't know, man. They might even. No, I think it's the Bud, like around something in the Bud Zone, or maybe I don't know. Regardless,
it was something with the cabanas. I thought.
Man,
I don't. Yeah, it was
regardless,
ridiculous.
It's bullshit.
So you had an opportunity to do something great, and you fucked it up.
You definitely fucked it up. Like, bro, at least now, what I can say, just to play a little bit devil's advocate, is, I mean, they may not be just revealing everything right now, because maybe that is a thing. Because, I mean, they have talked about Mark Lamping has spoken about that issue. You know what I'm saying? So we don't know exactly everything that's in the works. Hopefully they are, and hopefully this is what, like I said, people say, "Oh, the Jags, social media, and y'all are the worst." I mean, the shit's fun, bro. Some of the shit just be, at the end of the day, bro. People have to get over the fact that the internet is about trolling, and
it's all trolling,
especially Twitter. And whoever they, honestly, I don't have an issue with whoever they have running our social media right now because whoever it is, they're somewhat young. They're around. They have to be around. I would say 33 and younger. So I understand it, bro. You see stuff that's going on, or they have multiple people running the accounts, but they have young people running the accounts, bro. So
let's give a shout out to Andy Powers, all the way from Newport, South Wales, England. Let's go. Let's go. I pressed all type of fucking buttons just now. I pressed 3 buttons.
I see.
Andy, I got excited. I pressed 3 buttons.
Yeah.
My bad, Andy. It was not a laugh. It was just a clap. I got big fingers. Shout out to Andy, man.
Are you going to the game, Andy? Are you going to the London game?
How are things over there? They locked down. Like, if you live in a different area, are you like? I heard it's locked down heavy over there. Because we got a couple of fans from out there that I talk to on a regular. Yeah, I don't know. I heard it's pretty locked up tight. Let's jump over to the comments real quick before we done here with the news. I guess we could also Duke Johnson released from the practice squad.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yes.
Yeah.
I think they saw enough from Carlos Hyde to realize he gonna be all right.
I do want to play that. I'm pretty sure you didn't watch that highlight tape. I want to play that before we get off the air. That boy Duke Johnson was a monster.
Duke Johnson,
the high school. Oh, that boy's
Duke Johnson. Duke Johnson. Frank said he's probably just washed up now.
Yeah, I just think
that's probably it.
He's not a bigger. He didn't have enough size on him. He had the elusiveness.
I don't think they had the speed. Yeah, he had the elusiveness.
Yeah, quick.
I don't think he had the speed.
Yeah, no home run speed. It was quickness and the side. If you don't have all that speed, you got to be a little bit bigger so you can.
And Tavon Austin will be back for the Cincy game more than likely. So you know what I'm saying? Like, he's 2 weeks away. So do we really need to bring Duke Johnson in, upgrade him from practice squad, get him involved in the offense, work to teach him for 2 games, and then Tavon Austin comes back and fills that role like we're expecting?
Yeah, true.
But yeah, so let's jump over to the comments, man. Again, shout out to Andy Powers over there in Newport, South Wales, England, bro. Facebook user whose name doesn't show. So when is Cisco starting? Hopefully this week. So I saw a lot of people comment, tweets, posts say Andre Cisco is starting this week. I don't know if that was wishful thinking. So I reached out to a couple of guys who I know, have sources, asked them, has it been announced by a credible source yet? Nobody said it had. So I don't know. I also can't find the depth chart for the week. Mm-hmm. I've been scouring the internet all day trying to find the depth chart for this week, and I don't see anything. So I expect to see a lot more Cisco. Does he start? I don't know. I think you'll see Cisco on 60% of the snaps, though, bare minimum, this week. Here's a good one. Jelani Norman, shout out to you, says, y'all think Chason is a bust?
I don't.
No, I don't think Chason is a bust. I think Kayvon Chason is somebody who was drafted and forced to play out of position last season, which is why he had one of the worst seasons you had seen from a first-round draft pick. Then he comes out this season, first game, and I'd like to talk to y'all for a second, Jaguar fans, and tell you to, what's the best way to put this? Just shut the fuck up. Kayvon Chason had more pressures last week than most of the players that you'll be playing against this weekend in Denver, that great defense you're talking about. Now, you're going to tell me, but he didn't do anything with them. Did he get broken a few times? Absolutely. But the pressures were there. That's why his PFF grade wasn't a 9. We're not going to get into that. That's why his PFF grade was higher. He generated pressure. Now, there's a step-by-step process in becoming a great player, especially when it comes to becoming a great pass rusher. And then you also have to keep in mind that Kayvon Chason didn't only rush the passer, he also dropped into coverage. So Kayvon Chason is now generating a pass rush, which is what you want. Is Kayvon Chason shining brighter than a diamond right now? No, sir, but he is shining like a nice ruby, and that's a lot better than the cubic zirconia it looked like we got last year. So chill on Kayvon Chason for a minute. Yeah. Appreciate the fact that man is getting into the backfield now on a regular, at least from one game, and let's see what he does. Like, just chill.
Bro, my thing is, like, Since when are we not allowed? Since when is like patience not a thing? Like
here,
Yeah, here, like, bro.
Here.
Bro, we settle for mediocrity more than anybody in the goddamn league. And when you got actual people, like, there's actual talent. Like, that's what happens when you're a bad team. You get to draft people who are actually talented. And bro, this is a job. Bro, I don't know nobody who was smashing their job on the first day, the first year. Like, yeah, within that first year, you learn.
Right.
You learn how to, then you kind of figure out, you learn exactly what you have to do.
Yeah, half of these motherfuckers did not put the pickles on the burger they first day at McDonald's. Guarantee you, half the people commenting this shit forget the pickles every time. If you can't put the pickles on the burger, how you gonna bitch at Caleb on Chase on for not getting the sack? Calm down. There's a great point by Robert at Zert, who I saw you tuned in with the Sports Den. I also want to talk about a point that Denny made a little bit ago. Chark wasn't good till year 2. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, bro. I can go back through my Facebook.
Glimpses. He only had glimpses.
Bro, post after post I was making about what the fuck did we draft. Chark was fumbling. I don't know if y'all remember this. Chark was fumbling like crazy on punts and shit. Now, he should have never been back there, obviously. That's a 6'4" fella. We shouldn't do that. But yeah, Chark was, bro, he'd catch the ball and fumble. It was nuts, bro. It was nuts. So, yo, chill. He also dropped hella passes. Like, Chark did not look good year 1. Okay, at all. So, yes, calm down with Chason. He has improved significantly from year 1 to year 2. Is it a finished product yet? No, but he will get better, I expect. So, no, at this point in time, I think it's completely unfair to call him a bust.
And like you say, bro, fucking, bro, the pressures, oh my God, you don't understand. Like, that's what helps change plays, bro. That's what helps other people. Like, yeah, you're not going to always sack the quarterback, but your job is to make the quarterback as uncomfortable as possible. And if you do that, yeah, the sacks are extra and you have to finish plays, but at the end of the day, he's still doing his job. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, bro, I don't understand how people watch football and, like, what eyes they're watching football with. Because it's like, okay, yeah, you should have finished that play, but you beat your man off the ball, you did a rip move past him, you spun off somebody and got back there, where last year you were getting stalemated. Like, that's right. It's progression, and the shit only, what do you think it's going to look like year 3? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. People just got to chill, bro. They just don't, or learn football a little more. I don't know.
Yeah, bro. It's wild. It's wild. Let's see. Facebook user whose name doesn't show. Do you think Walker Little is active Sunday? I hope Walker Little is active Sunday. Not necessarily because I think he'll play, but I do think that, the media says a lot of dumb shit. They paint a lot of stupid pictures. One of the smart things they've said recently, though, is that it is kind of a red flag when several of your draft picks aren't even active on game day. Okay, that's not necessarily a good thing. Mm-hmm. So, yes, I would really like to see Walker Little active on game day just for the sake of him being active on fucking game day. If you're telling me Will Richardson is better than Walker Little, I'm heartbroken. Mm-hmm. I'm heartbroken, and I might want to just take this equipment back because clearly I don't know enough. So, because I've watched Walker Little play now through an entire preseason and think that he is leaps and bounds better than Will Richardson. So, I'm not sure. But rolling back through the comments, anything left? Andy says he will not be able to go to the game. He's going to be watching it on Sky Sports. Well, Andy, we're going to get a fucking W, bro. How about that? Let's go. Let's keep it moving.
Shout out to Jimbo, man.
Jimbo on here?
Yeah.
Jimbo in the building. His name shows up. Mm-hmm. What up, Jimbo? All right, you know what? Because he's on right now. I was going to do another segment, but he's on. No, you know what? Fuck him. We're going to make him wait because fuck the Broncos. All right, let's do that. Let's go break. We're going to break a bar. Hey, then we're going to take it off. Fuck that. Get out of here. You ain't coming on. There was a prank. I set you up. You're not actually coming on. And I'm just
Yo, am I good? Can you hear my mic?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if it's your actual mic, but
I gotta take my stuff down. I'm rearranging some stuff, so I'm talking to my webcam. So
Okay. Well, you sound fine. What's going on, man? Let's bring on our special guest. I give you a proper introduction, right? You wouldn't do this as a Denver Broncos fan. Let me give you a proper introduction because we are in the South and we hospitable. Jaguar fans are hospitable, unlike you Denver motherfuckers. So let's bring in the host of The Wire, Denver Broncos fan, the Czar, coming in the building, bro. Let's bring him in. See that? See that kind of love? You would never do that on your show for me.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna show y'all some love, man. It's game week. I got my ticket. I got a damn good seat. Now,
where you at?
I'm gonna hit y'all with some news. What you say?
Where you sitting at?
149 section R4 or something like that. I'm down there. I can touch people. I'm feeling it.
I feel you. So I'm heartbroken. I had a third row seat to this game. 50-yard line, third row seat, Jaguar side of the field. I'm heartbroken, bro.
Why you ain't come down?
Because my son has a football game the same day. I can't miss it. I've never missed one of my kids' games. I've never missed my daughter's basketball game. I've yet to miss his football game. I just can't do it.
I feel you on that.
Fucking fatherhood, bro. This is...
Yeah, that is. I've been there, bro.
Yeah, me on the other hand, I'm gonna be at every game this year. So
I'm living vicariously through y'all this week.
Yeah.
So are you on the Denver side or what?
I think I'm below the bud zone or something. I'm at a weird location. I saw the picture. My man sold me the ticket and everything. Yeah, I'm kind of weird. I don't think I'm on like the edge of the Jaguar. He was a Jaguar ticket holder. So it's on the Jaguar side.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say like this: as long as I'm not sitting in the north end zone with a Denver jersey, because I know y'all act crazy up there. The north end zone, I don't deal with them. They'll get you. They'll get you.
Yeah, that's where I sit.
That's what you do. I'm gonna.
Is it the north end or the? Hold on. What's the side? What's the side by the bridge? Is the north end? By the Matthews. The pools have the north end zone is the pools, or the north side is the pools, right? Or that's the south.
I think that's the north.
Because I'm in 127. So
you're 127.
So I know y'all think y'all gonna win.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. Okay,
I
had this conversation earlier. Hold on, let me tell you something. I know. I had this conversation earlier. Okay, I asked a fellow friend of ours, Mr. Bennett, right? Because we were having a conversation. He asked me the same question the way you just asked me. He said, "So you think you're gonna win?" Now, I stopped and I said, "Let's have a real conversation for a second." I said, "Bro, answer me this: as a player and a fan and a coach, I've done everything in football. Yeah. Have you ever walked into a game thinking you weren't gonna win?" And I asked him. I said, "Have you ever done that? Have you ever approached a game and thought you weren't gonna win?" And I don't know. I never have in any walk from high school, middle school, every level I've played ball, every level I've coached at, and Jacksonville, being a fan. If we played Kansas City this week, I would have no doubt in my mind we was going to win. I've never felt like we're not going to win. Any team I've been a part of or support. Have you ever felt that way for real? You felt like, oh, we can't win?
Yeah, bro. Look, I'm a realist. I look at the talent breakdown. When I was in college, we played Hofstra, and I was just like, our roster doesn't compare to their roster. When we hung with them, I was like, our quarterback is bad. So, I mean, I do think like that sometimes.
What if Georgia Southern came into Florida that year thinking that there wasn't – what if Jacksonville State walked in to Doak and thought they were
honestly, they might have walked in not thinking they were going to win, but they probably – but by the time it's halftime, you're like, hold on.
We can do this shit.
Wait. Let's be real. Florida State in the last 3 years has not been Florida State.
Oh, it's been pretty bad.
Jackson State can kind of walk in and say, we got this. There's a chance they can say confidently, we got this. Now, if it was back in the day, 2000 or earlier, that's a blowout. There's no chance in hell Jackson State's going to hang with
Peter Ward and all them guys. There's
happened.
no chance Georgia Southern was knocking off Florida. Nobody never thought that it happened.
But I mean, but the thing is, those kind of games I do understand because I think we had Caleb Brantley at quarterback. Like that's what the fuck was going to happen.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, brother. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, as a Gator fan, bro, Cam Newton getting kicked out of school threw our shit off 10, 15 years, bro. Easy.
Well, I just mean as a fan or a player or anything. I have never walked into a game thinking we are going to lose. I've never felt that way. But now this is it. If I'm sitting down,
I'm just saying we wouldn't have lost that game because Cam Newton would have been our quarterback that year, and we would have beat their ass 60-0. We won the championship. That was the same. I'm just saying, bro. That's what.
Hey, now Christina says,
when we walk into play, when we walk up to play, y'all, I'm gonna be watching this game going, we can't make mistakes. That's it. We can't make mistakes.
You can't. But you know what? I'm gonna hit you with some stats real quick.
Let's do
Christina, first of all, says any given Sunday. With the Jags and the Broncos, you're right. Because I looked up the all-time matchup record. Yeah. Y'all got us 7-6.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget when y'all walked into Mile High Stadium and shot out the greatest Jaguar performance I've ever seen, because if you look at it, I'm not trying to be funny, the Jaguars actually stopped the Broncos because we were favored to win a Super Bowl. We could have been the first team, I think, in a minute to win 3 Super Bowls back to back.
Right.
That's why I hate the Jags. I will never. People say, why you hate the Jags so much? I said, that day right there, man. Oh my God, I'm still mad, bro.
Yeah.
But overall, man, I mean, both teams got injuries, and I'm looking at the matchups. Bradley Chubb is questionable. Jerry Jeudy is out for 4 to 6 weeks. I thought it was an ankle break, but it's a high ankle sprain.
Mm-hmm.
And our wide receiver core got to step up.
Yeah.
At the same time, the Jags got a young squad. You know, and we saw what happened with Washington and New York last night.
Yeah, it was crazy. Y'all also losing your right guard. Your right guard's out. Glasgow's out. Jerry Judy's out. And then you got Ronald Darby and Bradley Chubb potentially out on defense. So that's your corner and one of your edge rushers. So, yeah.
Patrick Surtain is supposed to make his official start.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no confidence right now. I'm hoping he plays good because he got burnt by the Giants. I'm about burnt toast, bro. With the black stuff, you got to scrape off. That's how burnt he got. So,
and I didn't see that performance. I saw him get his interception in the preseason when y'all beat the hell out of Minnesota.
Oh, he was balling in the preseason.
I saw that,
yeah. But I think both teams are gonna keep it on the ground. I really think Melvin Gordon and what's the guy's name, Robinson?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're gonna feed Robinson at least probably 22 times.
Yeah.
He need to have just probably right around 25 and under K, like right around there. But I mean, they just got to clean up the penalty. That's what I'm saying. Like, so that's why when you ask that, I'm like, if we play a clean game, I feel like we could have played last week. Certain those things kind of just stack up on top of each other. So I mean, I feel like we can win any game if we do that. But it's just
right.
We gotta do
that
type of shit.
You have a quarterback, you're in every game. You don't have a quarterback. Like Trevor Lawrence can go out there and throw the ball 50 times and you still be in the game. Like the turnovers did not cost us the game. The defense cost you the game. The turnovers, it's not like they were able to capitalize off of them significantly. Like he turned the ball over, yes, but he was also trying to play hero ball. And this was his first start. There's other quarterbacks in their first start, if they had to throw the ball 51 times, would have threw 5-6 interceptions. So the fact is, Trevor Lawrence went out there and had a fairly good game considering, and he showed you what he can do and the type of throws he can make. And you really haven't had that in Jacksonville. And people are going to want to say since Brunell. You didn't have that with Brunell. You did not have the caliber quarterback, the type of passer that Trevor Lawrence actually is, even with Mark Brunell. This is the best arm talent you've ever had in Jacksonville.
Yeah, but I don't agree with the throwing 51 attempts.
Oh no, but you know that looks like what the game is now. Tom Brady, Dak Prescott, Tom Brady, both of them throwing 50 plus times.
But this is a rookie now.
I agree.
You still have to be delicate with your rookie because he can have that good game and he can have a terrible game that'll crush his spirit for the rest of the season.
Absolutely.
You got to see how strong he is mentally.
Facts.
You know?
No, absolutely.
And see, that's the thing too. Is just like, we haven't really seen him go through like a lot of adversity, but that don't. To me, sometimes that don't always. You don't have to really go through a whole bunch of adversity to succeed. Like, you know what you need to be doing, and if you're a perfectionist, you know it's not up to your standards. You don't have to throw an interception for you to know that's a bad throw. He'll complete a pass and be like, all right, that was fucking shitty. Because he'll take it on the stuff he told you I play like crap. We know he didn't really play like absolute crap, but you're in the NFL now. The team did, but he takes it. He's gonna take it upon himself, and I feel like the only thing that we have seen from him is him just kind of get better over time. And I mean, at the same time, like I said, when he can make the throws, everybody else around him, they got it. Everybody else around him has to do their job. And
check this out. Dak Prescott threw the ball 58 times. Jared Goff threw the ball 57 times. Derek Carr threw the ball 56 times. Trevor Lawrence, 51. Josh Allen, 51. Tom Brady, 50. Kirk Cousins, 49. 47. I mean, that's the NFL now. That's what it is. And Tom Brady threw the ball one less time. He threw one less interception and one more touchdown. I mean, this is what the game is turning to. Now, I'm agreeing with you on the rookie side. It's not ideal for your rookie quarterback to throw the ball 51 times. Absolutely. Yeah. But I think seeing that he can do that should make Jacksonville fans happy, because at the end of the day, that's what the league is turning to.
And you're going to need, and there's going to be plenty of games in his career where he's going to have to throw the ball 50 times.
Dak Prescott did not walk out there to play Tampa Bay going, I'm finna throw the ball 58 times. No fucking way. Dak went out there like, I'm about to run this bitch with Zeke.
And but that's the type of throws, though.
He was making a lot of short throws too. That's the thing. We couldn't get the run game going, so they did exactly what Tom Brady and them do when they can't get the run game going. They throw some swing passes, they threw a lot of checkdowns. You got bro. A lot of those completions, you could say, were just kind of dumping them off. Yeah. But you got to mix when you can't run the ball. Obviously, you can't run it right now. We're down 20-something points. Move the chains. Just get some first downs. Take some shots. He got good on some of his long shots. We went off. We got some touchdowns. It's just we had how many rushing attempts? It was like 16 or something like that, or something. I don't know how.
They didn't run the ball enough.
Yeah, I mean, it just. But like I said, 30 seconds. Yeah. But I mean, we couldn't really run the ball. I mean, we ran the ball. We had a whole big holding penalty. Put it, 3rd and 20 or 3rd and 19.
Illegal formation.
Illegal formation. Another holding call on a big. We had 2 20-yard runs get called back. It's not it sucks. I mean, it's part of the game, but those are drive killers.
They didn't come into the game saying we're going to throw the ball and not run the ball. Yeah. They didn't come in the game saying we're not going to run the ball today. They came in the game, and as the game flow progressed, and as if you've coached ball before, you can attest to it. As the game flow progresses, you're in the mode, you're going, and then you look down and go, "Oh fuck!"
And see, that's the difference. And that's why That's why I tend to not listen to like national, like ESPN or stuff when they talk about the game or they talk about. I'm like, bro, y'all didn't watch the game. This game wasn't a televised game. Yeah. So you don't see what the fuck is going on. The people who call the game, some of those guys, when they start breaking down the game and talking about it, they'll tell you, hey, this is what happened. There was things where, you know what I'm saying? So, but like I say, when you get to the national, you listen to Skip and Shannon, you can't run the ball, yes, you can if that's the situation. You said football isn't perfect.
I want to interject 2 things. Yeah. One of your chatters or Facebook people said, John Doe said, Chase On is a flat out beast. I have to disagree.
Oh my.
Yes. Now when he was with LSU, that's the outside linebacker / defensive end, right?
Yeah. Yeah, more outside linebacker, less.
He's too light on the backside, bro.
That's why he's coming off the edge, though. That's why he's coming out of the 2 off the edge now, out in 3-4. He's a standing outside linebacker now in 3-4.
Okay, if he's a standing outside linebacker, I get that. But to put his hand in the dirt, no.
Yeah, no, and that's what they did to him last year. That's why he looked like the worst first-round pick ever made.
Yeah, because they had him coming off the. Yeah, they had him hand in the dirt.
Let me try to pull up his actual stats for this game. Go ahead.
They had him hand in the dirt coming off the edge, and he was getting stonewalled.
Yeah, he's not big enough. But what are your keys? I'm gonna give my keys to success in this game. I want you guys to give me the keys to success for the Jaguars to beat the Broncos this Sunday.
Easy. No, I'm not saying it's gonna be easy to beat you. I'm saying, go ahead, give me the keys.
Go ahead, bro. I'm gonna be humble.
No. Go ahead. Yeah, no, go ahead. I'm looking up the stats. I wanted to see something for Caleb on. Go ahead.
Well,
Give me what you got.
Keys, I think the keys to success for the Broncos to beat the Jaguars this week will be time of possession, because we don't want to get in the shootout, because y'all have a fast team vertically. I ain't gonna lie to you. Y'all scare me when it comes. If you get in the shootout, let's say like Washington and New York got in last night, receivers going up and down the field, we'll lose that, even though we got good defense. But ball control, balance, and we got to keep Teddy upright. You know, like Chase on coming off the edge, we can't let him make a difference. You know, we got to be physical with the Jaguars. That's one thing I noticed. The Texans, they were overly physical with the Jaguars, and some of the Jaguars looked like they didn't want to stand in and take that ISO. Like the linebackers, I ain't trying to call nobody no out, because I know people watch the show. But what's the linebacker, number 9? That weird number at number 9. What's his name?
Number 5 or number 6?
Oh, he's number 9.
Number 9.
Or number 5. It might be. It's a linebacker.
Number 5, Rudy Ford. He's a safety, but he's down in the box a lot.
Okay. I don't know what position he played. I knew he was in the box.
Jai was a defensive end, standing sometimes. He's number 6.
Okay. Some of them linebackers, some of them interior guys look like they didn't want to take that physical contact of that ISO. They did. You know, maybe it was that a bad day. I don't know. But you know, the Broncos, we're gonna run the ball. We got Melvin Gordon. We got Williams from North Carolina. Melvin Gordon had about 108 yards, I think. Kind of broke it open. So I mean, we got to run the ball. If we don't run the ball against the Jaguars, we will take an L.
I agree.
Yeah.
No, yeah, absolutely. No, for me, my keys to success against Denver is basically run the ball. We need to establish the run first, and let that set up the pass. But do not be conservative. Air that bitch out. Do not come in and try to do not think that because Trevor Lawrence threw 3 interceptions, you're sparing him. No, let Trevor prove that he is Trevor. Let him prove we are who we think he is. Do not get too conservative. But also the defense has got to step up. And when I say step up, I don't just mean, that's a very broad statement. We can say, of course, they need to play better. But what could they actually do better? Well, what they need to do better is they need to finish. Caleb Chason had 5 pressures. I'm sorry, he had 5 blitzes, 1 hurry, 1 pressure. He didn't actually get home, though. Josh Allen got home once. We blitzed, I believe it was 13 times, second most in the league, and we only got home 1 time. So that's a problem. We have to get home. We're getting pressure. Tyrod threw 3 50-50 balls. They won all 3 of them.
He threw 1 duck. I said, man, they don't pick that off.
He threw 3 50-50 balls, and they won all 3 of them. You cannot have that. The DBs have to do better. So the thing is, we ran man every single play. We did not run zone. We ran man coverage more than any team in the league. I love that. I think that's a great deal. But you have to clamp down. Your DBs have to be able to clamp down. I expect to see an improvement from Shaq Griffin this week. I expect to see an improvement from Rayshawn Jenkins. I expect to see a lot less Wingard and a lot more Cisco. If the defense can get home a few more times, I'm not overly concerned about the rush defense because I saw us look really good all preseason. Against ones, not against 2s and 3s, against the ones. We were the top rush defense in the National Football League in the preseason. I know it's preseason. It is what it is. They weren't able to run the ball at will against us with Houston. They just broke a couple big ones later on when they were running down the clock. Yeah. So I'm not overly concerned about the ground game. I am overly concerned in Teddy Bridgewater's ability to get the ball out so quick. And that's what's hurting us, the flats. So if we can control the flats and stop letting the quick little outs and the swing pass to the running back break for 10, 15 yards, we'll be in a good place. But we got to get a turnover. We got to force Teddy to make a mistake.
That was really my cue for one of my just communication on defense, figuring out what we're supposed to be doing on certain things. It's like, bro, like I said, when they were throwing into the flats, didn't nobody know who was supposed to be taking the flat. Everybody was taking the man. And the flat was just wide open. They just kept throwing it to the sideline and just running up. I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all letting one person block y'all. Didn't nobody attack the flat. And just so between it was Miles Jack and in the corner or the same. They run right into each other and then just throw into the flat. They did that shit like 8 times. Like they just really cleared it out. They just cleared it out. Nobody was over there multiple times.
They were rub routing like crazy. That's what I give Houston credit. Houston needs credit, man. That offense schemed up perfectly to put their receivers in position. And I mean, those rub routes is what was executed last night. Washington did it to perfection, and that's what got them the first down and out of bounds and in position to kick field goals. That's how they won the game.
But we were playing man, but we were playing a little bit off too, because I'm telling you how they were doing it was, bro, the corner was not pressed up onto the receiver a lot of those times. You had pretty much had some decent space. The running back is coming out from the flat. They weren't even it was a rub, but it's not it's just by design it's kind of a rub, but you still got to get out there, bro. They're not crisscrossing like this. This man's running straight up the field and he's just running under him like 3 or 4 yards behind him, and there's nobody out there.
Because you're taught defensively, you got to take an angle. And if you your job is to take the angle to cut him off. So if you come beeline and down and then he gets around you, now that play breaks. That's the problem. If you undercut the angle to try to get underneath of the screen that they're trying to set, basically.
Which means the outside man, which means the outside man needs to read. He needs to be reading the running back and needs to be to drop off and go there because
his first priority is the receiver.
But
that's what Shaq Griffin was talking about. Is he's like we have to trust and know. And you see, if you go back, Rayshawn Jenkins and Miles Jack did exactly what you're saying. Yeah. On the left side, the running back did a swing. Miles couldn't get there. Rayshawn was on the tight end. Rayshawn steps out. Miles jams up the tight end. Rayshawn smashes the running back, forces him to drop the ball. That's exactly what you got to do on those plays. Just like basketball. If they set the pick, you either got to get through it or you got to switch off.
Yeah. Switch off. So communication, but then that just comes, and then it is key. And then, just over time, they're going to start learning each other's tendencies. Like you said, they just have to be able to trust. Like, bro, Miles can make that play. You gotta let him. You gotta be able to let him make a play. He got 25 seconds. I don't know. You should keep just going off a while.
Here's my question though. I'm not trying to harp on the Jaguars. I got 2 questions. Hey, what's the plan for Von Miller? I think versus Little. I think.
Nah, it'll be Jawan Taylor primarily because he comes off.
Versus, Von Miller and
man hurts on his side.
Trevor Lawrence is a rookie, right?
Right.
Yeah.
The coaching staff. The Jaguars is young, if you ask me, because if you look at the Texans head coach, Romeo Cornell, Lovie Smith, that's years and years of being an assistant, head coaching, defensive coach. If you look at the Jaguars coaching staff, personally, I think they're still growing as a group.
They're growing together, yeah.
I mean, you don't think that kind of hurts a little bit?
Nah, you got to think. Darrell Bevel's been here since Favre. Darrell Bevel brought Favre in. I mean, he coached up Favre. Darrell Bevel he went with him to Minnesota as well. Darrell Bevel's the reason Russell Wilson is in this league and playing for the Seahawks. He brought him in. He's the reason the Seahawks drafted him. He's worked with young quarterbacks. He's been in Detroit. He's been offensive coordinator. He's worked at pretty much every level. I'm not so much worried about that's the thing, is I said that last week on the show. I'm not worried about Darrell Bevel and that offense at all. Like, there's nothing I saw on Sunday that made me go, fuck, this offense is gone. I'm not concerned. I'm not concerned. I know he didn't come out here with the intention to throw the ball 51 times and not run the ball. I know that. I know that drops happen. Drops won't happen. DJ Chark doesn't have the dropsies. James Robinson has never been a drop guy. And it just happened that game. James O'Shaughnessy, same thing. They've all been pretty consistent with their hands. So I'm not worried about that. Darrell Bevel has done a great job with every young quarterback he's ever coached. I think we're good there. Defensively, Joe Cullen, this is his first run as a defensive coordinator, but he's been a defensive line coach or a defensive assistant in this league since he worked here in Jacksonville with Jack Del Rio. He's been here forever. So he was on that great defense back then with the OG Jaguars. He was on a great defense in Baltimore. I think he'll be fine. The assistants are kind of young. You get some of that, yeah. Really, the thing that I felt like the direction you were taking that I feel like is legitimate is you guys do have a hell of a defensive staff over there because you have a hell of a defense, and they should be able to confuse the rookie. The thing is the rookie going to be smart enough this week to check down and not try to force it? That's it. That's what's going to come down to, because 2 of those interceptions came off miscommunications. One of them came off bad throw. Like 2 of them, he was trying to make a play he shouldn't have tried to make. One of them, he rolls out, and him and his receiver do a breakdown drill, and his receiver goes away. He doesn't think he's going to go, and that's a pick. The other one, he expects the receiver to go underneath. The receiver instead goes behind. It's a pick. And the other one, he just made a throw that I was like, where the fuck is he going with that one?
Well, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one he didn't see the linebacker.
The linebacker, yeah. He said, I lost the mic on the play.
He said, I lost him, and
he said, I got eyes off the mic, and I didn't know where he was, and there it was.
And said, as soon as I threw it, I knew it was bad.
So as long as he doesn't make those mistakes against this defense, if he really grew from it and he checks down, because he had the check down. James Robinson or Carlos Hyde was open repeatedly in the flat. So if he checks down, it'll be fine. You have got to, though. If I had to send a message to Jacksonville this week, it would be this. I love Andrew Wingard as a person, as a story. I think it's great. I think it's amazing. Undrafted rookie free agent out of Wyoming comes in, fucking got the Kid Rock hair. I think it's dope. Great. Special team player. Great job, son. You are Nick Sorensen 2.0. But I never wanted Nick Sorensen to start a game. They gave you the nod. I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. Maybe they're going to use you in a different role. I do not like how they used you. I do not want you to play this week. Please, for the love of God. There is a gentleman on the other side of that ball named Noah fucking Fant. He is good. That is a hell of a tight end. And if you do not have Andre Sisco, one of the best on-ball defenders that we saw last year in college, covering Noah Fant, then we are going to get smoked by the tight end this week.
Yeah, I think they will bracket Fant. That is a good point. In fact, Fant's backup, I forgot his name, Obi-Jawar or something like that.
The young cat, right? Yeah, he's fire. I wanted him too.
He fumbled on the goal line. We got back there, and the rookie or the young guy scored. So I mean,
yeah, he was a rookie last year, right? Obo Wakama, some shit.
So,
hard name, yeah.
But you know what? There's one Jaguar that intrigues me, man, that y'all should use more. It's Chenault.
Oh yeah.
I see him. Bro, I really see him running the ball somehow.
Yeah, well, that's what they're doing. They're doing a lot of short screens. They're bringing him along on jet sweeps, a lot of bubbles, just anything to get the ball in his hand, because you cannot tackle him with one person. I don't care who it is.
How big is he, bro?
he plays like he's 6'5". He plays like he's 6'5", 280, bro. He plays like he's 6'5", 280. That boy is special, bro.
Yeah, but he runs like a running back,
Yeah, no, and that's the thing, is that's what he like. If you go back to what he was doing out there at Colorado, like he was just an everything guy. They'd line him up in the Wildcat, they'll line him up at quarterback, they'll line him up at running back, they'll line him up at receiver. I mean, he's a big, solid, strong fella. He had 7 receptions. He only had 50 yards, I'm sorry, but 7 receptions for 50 yards. He should have gotten the end zone.
Yeah.
That's just what he does. He's solid. He's strong. He runs well after the catch. Like, if I'm trying to see what his yak was, because all of those catches were short. So where's his yak? His yak for the game was 38. His yak for the season was 298 last year on 600 yards. Half of them were after the catch.
Yeah.
No, he's very solid.
They should use him more. He's getting more touches, if you ask me.
Yeah. No, he just drags people. I expect to see Viska in a more expanded role this season than he was last year. I mean, last season, Laviska had a total of 79 targets. He had 58 receptions for 600 yards, 5 touchdowns. Not bad for a rookie who also had to miss time. He only got to start 12 games. He played in 14. He missed 2 games. So definitely good. I mean, he had a 73% catch radius or catch rating. So, not bad. Everything is kind of short with him, though. He's not that fast. Like, Viska's not a 4.3 guy, but he is so strong. If he stays healthy, he is a problem.
Yeah, he is. What's the guy that he played at Minnesota? Minnesota drafted him, and then New England put him in the backfield.
Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, that's what Chenault reminds me of. Patterson, and I really think he can handle the load back there if you let him, but. Yeah, I may be talking.
Gibson too. Gibson from Washington. Now Gibson's a little bigger, but same thing. He was a slot receiver a lot in college, and I see that. No, I definitely see that. Jacksonville could have the trick to having a 2-headed monster if they would have moved Laviska Shenault, the running back, and not drafted Travis Etienne, but Visca doesn't have breakaway speed like Travis Etienne. So I understand. I have no problem with the Travis Etienne pick, but you did have that opportunity. Now, do you want Visca taking that pounding given his injury history? That's the question you have to ask yourself. Because Visca does have injury history. So that's the hard part. So I guess after week 1, you guys caught a W, right? Y'all won?
Yeah, but it's against New York, man. I mean, that whole NFC East is weak.
Oh, yeah. They looked high last night.
I really have questions going in, this week.
So what is your thoughts on Drew Lock, Teddy Bridgewater? Is this a battle anymore? Is this done? It's Teddy's team? How do you feel about that?
Teddy, the future of Broncos, we're going to go after another quarterback. But as far as of right now, it's Teddy's team because we've given Drew and I'm part of a couple of Bronco pages, and I see the fans still rooting for Drew. But I already see the difference. Like the last 2 years, we got a guy wide open on the post, deep, and Drew overthrows him every time or launches it out of bounds. Then you got Teddy, even though I call him, Captain Checkdown. Yes. This is the most secure I've ever felt about a quarterback in a long time as far as ball security and knowing what the hell to do when shit break down.
Yeah. So he's not going to turn the ball over. That's the biggest thing, bro.
Yeah, ball control, man, security. Give us a chance. Like last week when we played the Giants, we went down there. Noah Fant fumbled on the goal line, but we were back there before the half 2 more times, knocking on the door. They weren't impressive throws. They were 7, 8, 9 yards. It wasn't a 25-yarder like I'm looking for, but it was the dink and the dunk. He got us down there. I'll take that because we went through, I think, three or four quarterbacks in the last 5-6 years.
Yeah.
Bad. So it's Teddy's team right now, man. Drew might be out of there.
Those of y'all currently listening, man, we appreciate you, man. We are currently on live with the Czar, host of the Wire podcast. Make sure you check that out. He's a Denver Broncos fan, so we coming in talking a little bit. You guys see the number down below. Call in if you want to talk some trash to this Broncos fan. Talk your shit. 904-878-3868. Bring them the smoke.
Let me tell you why I love the Jaguar fans. The Broncos, we come here every 3-4 years, and I always attend the game. Y'all somehow magically beat us every time. I don't know what it is. But when we beat y'all, I was in the north end zone, and this guy was eating on some peanuts. He said, I sat down. I said, hey, everybody. Everybody was all quiet. You in the wrong section, buddy. So he started talking to me. You know what I'm saying? You're in the wrong section. I think Dr. Doom, it was my first year being in Jacksonville. I think Dr. Doom was sitting over there somewhere. No, I didn't know who he was at the time. And the guy was talking to me. So we went up by 10 points by the half.
Yeah.
So I got up, and this pisses every Jacksonville Jaguar fan off. Guy talking. I said, how many Super Bowls y'all got? Everything got quiet. I'm talking to the point where I swear they was plotting to jump me. You know what I'm saying? You hear people whispering. Yeah, when he get up, you hear from the side, I'm from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? So I'm sitting down this time in the Sedity section of 149, where I know people don't fight. The tickets are too expensive to fight. All right, so I'm not going to put it past the Jaguar fans. I've upped my life insurance. I told my guy, I said, hey, you in my will in case they jump me and kill me. I ain't want to say that tags Facebook, but in case I don't make it out of LA Stadium, you in the wheel, bro. So,
man,
I love the Jaguar fans, man. I love messing with them. All the smoke.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've been in more altercations at the stadium than I care to shine light on. But I've also been in more altercations with Jaguar fans than I have opposing teams fans.
What?
I'll smack the shit out of a Jaguar fan before because I hate how soft this fan base can be sometimes. And so the first time I got into an altercation with an opposing team's fan, it was at a Pittsburgh Steelers game. I was 16 years old. I went with my uncle. He's a Steelers fan. He's from up there. We go to the game. Josh Scobie misses a 63-yard field goal. It was outrageous. It would have put us up. We would have won the game. Now, I'm sitting in a corner of the end zone high up to where it looked like the ball went in from my angle. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, oh! I got excited. but we fucking lost. So I'm walking out of the stadium upset. My uncle's already in my ear, hyping. Yeah. Okay, that's family. I'm kind of letting that go. I get outside the stadium, we're walking, and what do I see? Pittsburgh Steelers fan riding the Jaguar statue outside the stadium. And nobody's doing a fucking thing about it. So I did the only logical thing that a 16-year-old Jaguar fan should do and clothesline from hell that motherfucker, clean off that statue. I'm trying to scrap you. I want to scrap your cousin, your auntie. Everybody can get these hands because who are you? You ain't coming to my stadium and flapping off at the gums like that. Are you crazy? You do that in Buffalo, they won't find your body. You do that in Pittsburgh, they won't find your body. Oakland, they won't find you. But you going to come here and do it in Jacksonville? No, sirree, Bob. I don't think so, fella. And that's the problem, is the fan base isn't that. I should have been born somewhere else. I should have been born in Oakland or something. Because, I will slap the fuck out of you. We can be friends afterwards. But if I promise, I've blocked people on Facebook to save friendships. I blocked Craig before to save our friendship. Because I was getting to the point where I was going to show up at his crib and slap the fuck out of him. I'd have been friends with him afterwards.
Yep. But
when I say I bleed teal, bro, this shit will ruin my. If we lose, I might not fuck my wife. It might be that serious. It depends on how the game went. This shit can get real.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Yeah, I just go lay down in the bed. She are you okay? Are you fucking serious? Am I okay? Am I okay? Gardner Minshew is sitting on a bench, and Mike Glenn is starting at fucking quarterback, and you're telling me it's because he's better, and you're asking me, am I okay? No. No, I'm not okay.
Hey, you know what? I do want to ask you a question. I'm not trying to get on that negative platform. But I see some
you can call in, Jason. Go ahead, call in. My bad. Go ahead.
This goes to all the Jag fans, and I'm gonna use this at the stadium. How come the Jaguars got more uniforms than winning season?
You know what?
Let's
cut him the fuck off. What did he just? You forgot this is my show. Don't you do that? Boy, you a damn
best cap. One that's cap.
Lie. You're a damn lie. That was okay. It was funny.
Y'all got more uniforms than winning seasons, bro.
That's a lie. That's a lie. You want me to go through it? We got the OGs.
Go through it, bro. I guarantee you.
We got the OGs. We got the 2011s. We have the 2015s. Then we have the new joints. We have 4 uniform sets. 4 uniform sets. 6. We have 4 uniform sets. Hold on. We got a caller coming in who wants to talk some shit to you. Hold on. Let's get him on. I've had about enough of you. Let's
go. Big J. You're
to accept, press 1.
Yo. What's up, bro?
What it is, what it ain't. I don't dance because I can't.
Oh, okay. So let me make Czar aware of how this has to work. So you're gonna be able to hear Jason, right? But unfortunately, because technology isn't advanced enough yet, Jason can't hear you talk back. So I'm gonna have to relay your message. I'm gonna have to relay the message for you. But go ahead, Jace, talk that shit.
That's what I was asking, if he could hear. I mean, if he could talk.
I think we got to do something with an aux cord and some weird technological shit. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead. He can hear you, though.
I wanted to say. Oh, okay.
Hold on, Jason. Wait, he just said you sound like a bitch. I'm just telling you what he said. He's holding his Broncos shirt up. He said you sound like a B word. Okay, go ahead, Jason.
Oh, that's what's up. First thing I wanted to say was my bad about the vertical, bro. I got a new job and I'm working 1 a.m. to like 10 a.m.
Oh my!
So I be sleep, bro.
Oh.
Yeah. So not bad about that. And I've just been so out of it. I haven't even thought about it, bro.
All good.
I'm sorry. But either way, well, for one, if I sound like a bitch, then he is a bitch. Okay, for talking about how we got more jerseys than we got wins or winning seasons. Man, where did he even get that from? We've only had 4.
That's a true fact.
Uniform sets.
Y'all got 6.
We have hold on. First of all, you just held up 10 fingers when you said 6. First of all, so we can't take you serious. No more talking numbers. He said we have 6. No, we have 4, bro.
No.
Now, if you want to talk the alterations that took place in the OG uniforms where we changed numbers, that's 5. We don't have 6.
Bro.
We went to the playoffs.
Y'all can go to Wikipedia.
The first 5 years, bro.
Whenever I wrote the Jaguars, I look up this information. And Wikipedia got like 9 uniforms.
That's what it is. He's still salty about 96, right?
They called us Jaguars and everything. Yep. Bro, we whooped so bad, they had to change uniforms.
Yeah. He feeling like Woody Page right now, right? That's what it is. That's what it is. He's feeling like Woody Page right now.
They couldn't stand they got their ass whooped in them uniforms, so they had to go get the darker blue.
Yep, that's what it was.
Couldn't see the piss in their pants. Oh, my bad. But anyway.
Hey, who was that?
You know what I'm saying?
Who was that sound like a librarian?
When big old, man, I ain't even going to get into it, bro. But anyway.
Yeah.
Nah. What? I wish he could talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I got questions about his team.
Yeah, just tell him he sound like a librarian. He need to put some bass in his voice.
Broncos, especially now that they ain't hating.
He need to put some bass in his voice.
But don't they have Melvin Gordon?
They do have Melvin Gordon.
Yes.
How's he been playing for him? I know last year he was kind of.
Oh, he broke 100 yards.
How was he first game?
He said he broke 100 yards.
Yes. Broke it wide open.
He did break 100 yards.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But I mean,
Melvin Gordon's a Kenosha boy. He from out here where I'm at, where my son plays football at, actually. We're going to play at his old high school this weekend. So shout out Melvin Gordon, man.
Oh,
so
yeah,
he ain't going to get 100 yards this week.
No, I don't think so, bro. I don't think so. And I was listening. I tuned in probably like 40 minutes in. And when I tuned in, you were talking about the defense, what we did good, what you want to see, this and that. You know what I'm saying? And you were right, bro, about everything. Like, the receivers, we're not always going to drop passes. We're not always going to be misaligned. We're not always going to give up 50-50 balls. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, if just half of them things went our way, it would have been a completely different ball game.
Right.
Completely different. We beat ourselves. You know what I'm saying?
Wait.
See this guy down here. Y'all see the face of this guy?
Hey, ask him. I'm going to ask y'all. He said
he wants to ask a question. Go ahead. What is it?
So tell me, to ask this fan, what the hell has happened the last 5 to 6 years?
Oh no, we ain't talking about 5 or 6 years, Czar. We talking about right now. Trevor Lawrence, Czar.
So he's talking about Blake Gordon.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait, I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes. Don't kick me off the show. I got something that's gonna make y'all happy. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put my Hold on.
I'm gonna put you in the back. You back, we'll bring you back. Jason, I don't know what this guy's talking about. I don't know what the hell he got going on. He's talking about uniforms, bro.
We've been to the playoffs 7 times. So I mean,
he's talking about uniforms and Blake Bortles.
First of all, yeah. He said y'all had 6 uniforms.
5.
Had 6 uniforms.
Yeah, we've had 5.
Officially had 5. If you count the OG alteration, yes.
The OG alteration from
the OG with the original long prowling. I mean,
no, I'm not counting that. That's not an official one.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's not an official. He can't hear me, but that's not official.
No. Yeah, no, not that one. We're not gonna count that one. We had 2 OG sets.
Right.
We had 2. Yeah, but no.
95 to 01. 95 to 01. And 02 to 08.
Yeah, you had you had the 95 to 01. You had the 95 to 01, and then the 01 to 90, or what was it? The 01 to
02 to 08.
Oh, the 02 to 08.
It was like 01 to 06. Yeah, something like that.
And then you had the 2011s.
No, you had the 9. Yeah, that was 2009 to 2012.
You know what I'm saying? I don't even know how to describe it.
You're talking about the piping. The piping.
Yes. And then after that, that's 3.
And then you had the 2 tones, and then this one. Yeah, so it's 5.
So that's 5.
Because you have to remember you gotta remember there was 2 versions of the OGs where we had the box numbers that looked real, and then we got those sleek kind of not like a cursive design, but that's when that number change happened. So yes, it's 5. It's 5 uniforms. Even if it was 6, like this bobblehead is over here saying, we went to the playoffs 7 times.
And there's times we probably didn't make the playoffs where we still had a winning season.
And there's more time, and there's other times when we've made the playoffs and not, or I'm sorry, one had winning seasons and not gone to the playoffs. So this is completely fictitious, fellas. This is what you get when you bring a Broncos fan on the show. Okay, they're not honest people. The people of Denver, they legalized marijuana really quickly. They did it for all the wrong reasons. Okay, they did it so they could just smoke the whole state out. Jay wants to go there. I understand, but they're just criminals. They're just criminals out there.
The weed's not that good.
They're just criminals. They have bad ganja. They're bad people. They're bad people.
From 99 or 2000, their last Super Bowl, all the way up until they got Peyton Manning, they were nothing.
Terrible.
They had Tim Tebow.
Terrible.
Tim Tebow did some miraculous shit and won them like 7 or 8 games in a row.
Put Jesus juice in the Gatorade bottles.
Boys had Jay Cutler.
Right.
Jay Cutler. You was known for the cig-smoking Jay Cutler. Didn't they trade quarterbacks with the Bears? Who was the other quarterback? It was Jay Cutler and they swapped them. It was Jay Cutler and
Palmer.
Jake Plummer. Jake Plummer. You want to come here and talk shit about a team? You had Jacob Plummer.
Didn't they have Jay Feely?
You had 2 quarterbacks look like they swing axes for a living and smoke cigarettes, and they don't even smoke the good kind. They smoke parliaments, bitch. Your quarterbacks were smoking GPCs on the sideline.
Virginia Slims.
Right. His name was Palmer because they were so ass. That's all it was. You know what I'm saying?
Terrible, bro. Jason, I appreciate you for calling in, bro. We're going to jump back to Buddy and see what's going on. Tune back in so you can hear his response, bro. That was Jason, man. Jason back on the line. Let's get this motherfucker back in. Oh, and Kyle Orton. Thank you, Jack Curry. You had Kyle Orton. Blake Bortles was better than Kyle Orton.
Hey, wait a minute. I understand y'all raffling off quarterbacks and we've had some bums. We have had some bums. But let's talk about the Jaguars. Y'all drafted, look, first of all, I can tell the new uniforms versus the record is really bugging y'all because y'all like, wait a minute. He might be right on his uniform. We got people Googling. Wait a minute. That is a fact. The Jaguars have more uniforms than winning seasons.
It's wrong.
How?
Oh, that is right, bro.
You do understand that anybody can edit Wikipedia, right? You understand that, right?
Wait. Okay, wait a minute. I may be incorrect.
You are.
What I mean by uniform, y'all have changed. Okay, y'all had the halftone not done helmets, graffiti helmets.
Yeah.
Then y'all had all these uniforms. I don't know. See,
we didn't have all these uniforms.
I didn't know what was going on because there was so much. I didn't know if it was a new uniform. Y'all don't change the helmet. Y'all had
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't know what's going on. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
You don't know what's going on.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, wait. I ain't gonna be petty. Let's go to your callers.
All right, go ahead.
Is it me or the Jaguars draft a quarterback depending on the length of hair? What? What y'all had?
Y'all draft quarterbacks based on if they check smoke cigarettes. Like, what are you talking about?
What's the dude from Buffalo? Y'all had Rob Johnson. He had good hair. Y'all had the dude from Missouri. He had good hair. What's his name? What's his name?
Blaine Gabbert.
Gabbert. Y'all had who else did y'all have? Y'all had Minshew.
Byron Leftwich's hair was glorious.
Y'all draft off of
David
people's
hair was glorious.
Okay. Yep. Look, but
Blake Bortles' hair was glorious.
Blake Bortles too. But
Blake Bortles had no hair.
This is what I got here. I got this.
Talk that shit. Good job.
Now I got this from eBay 10 years ago. Guess how much this cost? $2. Now, this ain't no average Jaguar jersey. I'm not a fan, but this is a nice jersey. This is a Reebok.
Yeah, it's an official stitch. I see.
Yeah, the stuff they wearing now, the painted on crap. Nah, this official right here, man.
Yeah, that's solid.
Yeah, that's solid. So I'm gonna take my hat off. Wait a minute. I'm
about to screenshot the shit out of this. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, screenshot this, baby.
Yo, shout out. Yeah, Robert said it best. Robert said what's really going on here. Robert said it best. Damn, he's really jealous. We got Trevor. We got a franchise quarterback, unlike the Broncos. That's what he said. Look at
I will have this at the game, waving it and chewing on it and doing all the disrespect. All that at the game.
I love it.
All that, baby. All of it.
I love it.
Man,
no, that's a hell of a jersey,
right?
Yeah,
no,
Reebok did that damn thing with the jerseys back then.
Well, yeah, I mean, without any hate, just pure honesty, it's better than any jersey Denver's ever produced.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I do have a John Elway Super Bowl the blue joint.
The OG
with the Super Bowl. Hell yeah!
I trade you.
He was a jersey guy.
Nah,
jersey guy.
Hell
Jay's
no.
a jersey guy.
I paid $300.
I'm a jersey guy too.
I paid $350 for that motherfucker.
Okay, I got you.
That's the mission. Yeah, it was the mission on this.
Are you gonna paint? So I'm looking at this room, right? Is this navy on the wall? Is this like navy blue?
It looked like it's teal a little bit.
Hold on. Let me. Yeah, it's navy blue.
Are you gonna paint the other wall orange or something?
Nah. See, what happened was 6 years ago. This was my Denver Broncos room. I had the orange and blue. But my kid moved in here before she went to college, and they painted it all white. And I was gone for the weekend fishing, and I came back. I was like, what the fuck? Where my dad? Yeah, I was mad. And the paint, orange paint, cost. Navy blue paint, cost.
Yeah.
So I finally got my office back. I'm not painting orange. I'm just gonna basically paint it blue, gray. I'm gonna have some Denver Broncos stuff. I'm not doing too much, man.
Yeah.
I gotta edge up and
Look, maybe some orange piping or some orange lines.
Some orange will go up a little bit. It will go up a little bit.
Yeah, but for a whole wall, it's kind of that's real bright now.
You gotta put it down. Put it down. Put the orange down on the. It's got to go where Denver belongs. That's a terrible paint job, by the way.
I'm not finished yet, man. See the paint? I'm painting, bro. That's a great job.
That's a terrible paint job.
No, it looks good.
Talk about guys painting this entire offense teal. You know what I'm saying?
No, sir.
Look at that beautiful. Look at that beautiful. Let's talk about it. Oh my God, do you see this here?
I'm impressed, bro. I'm impressed. I like the shelving. I like all that, bro.
It's special.
You put your foot into that, man.
I did a little something. I did
I did
it all just to move in 3 months. It's not a big deal. Whatever. A lot of work for no fucking reason.
Yeah. I do got a question for you though, man. So you being a Jaguar fan up there in Illinois, Milwaukee, wherever you at, do you get the flack? Because I mean, people
I'm 6'9".
Yeah.
So you're a big dude too. Now you have a much cleaner appearance than I do. You're a better dressed individual typically as well. I've seen you. You're a businessman. We're in different fields, you and I. We're in different fields, you and I. People typically don't give me flack. Now, they've tried to crack some jokes. I'm a loud, aggressive individual. Why do I hear feedback? Is that coming from yours? Is that him? Yep, that was coming from you.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, because he just turned you down. Yeah, it was your speakers. Okay. But yeah, so it's one of those situations, bro. They are very, very loyal out here. These fans are super loyal to their team. It's really interesting to see, and it's kind of what my whole reason for being such a violent Jaguar fan and what I was talking about before is because that's how I think it should be. I walked funny story. I said it on the show a long time ago. Week 2, 2018, right after the 17 season, we move up here, and I am in the Buffalo Wild Wings in West Allis, Wisconsin. Face painted. Let me just, because I got a picture here, right? So you see this. This is us here in Wisconsin. That's teal and black face paint on my son, on me, Jag flag, jerseyed up. We are going to Buffalo Wild Wings with this flag. We are hanging it in a booth at Buffalo Wild Wings to watch the game because we can't watch Jaguar games out here yet. So it is Tennessee Titans. I'll never forget it. We're playing the Titans, and it's a 6-3 game in the third quarter. And you got to think, we just knocked off the Patriots, beat that ass in week 1. Now we're playing the Titans, and it's not going well. And we got all these injuries piling up, and I'm getting frustrated, and I got my face painted and shit, and I go to the bathroom, and a Packer fan walks in the bathroom, intoxicated clearly, and goes, he walks in, I'm washing my hands, he sees my face in the mirror and goes, hey, I turned around, I grabbed him by his shirt, or his jersey, and I lifted him into the bathroom stall pretty hard and said, dude, we got a fucking problem. And he's like, and his buddy walks. He said, dude, stop. And I'm like, I'm about to go to jail. My first fucking week in West Allis, Wisconsin. Let me let this guy go. Let me get my kids. Let's get the fuck out of here before daddy goes to jail. And now I think about it, he probably wasn't laughing because I was a Jaguar fan. He was laughing because there was a 6'9" face painted individual in the mirror. Like, it was shocking to a drunk man. But, you know, yeah, bro, it's that type of party. Like, out here, they are loyal. It is, I mean, the Bears fans are so loyal. They hate Packers to the, oh my God, it's crazy. And vice versa. Packers fans so loyal and they hate the Bears. So, I don't know. I've never been all over. I've just, from what I've experienced, that's how it is. And I wish it was more like that in Jacksonville. And I think it's becoming more like that because guys like myself and Jay, we got the team. I was 7 years old. I've been a lifelong Jaguar fan. So this is all I know. I wasn't a fan of another team first. All I know is Jacksonville. I'm only 33 years old. So they've had this team since I was 7 years old. So I'm a lifer. And now we are growing up. Us lifers are growing up. And most of us are becoming moderately successful to where we can purchase season tickets. and the old heads are getting out of there. Because the old heads they were Broncos fans first. They were Cowboys fans first. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I brought you back on. What'd you say?
Okay. Well, you know what? I do want to say F you for that. But no, I was in Green Bay, bro. I was privileged. I'm not trying to be funny. I was actually able to go to a Green Bay game. And I could see what you're talking about. You know, the Packers have been around forever, but like the fans, the sportsmanship, all that stuff that you're talking about is in Chicago, Wisconsin, Detroit, all Michigan, whatever. Like, I was able to go to a Green Bay game, and the people, and Ken, you could probably vouch for me on this. The people in Wisconsin are nice.
So nice.
It's not right like Chicago, New York, New Jersey, Miami and stuff like that. Like, I was at a light, and I honked the horn, and the dude I was with was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" They was like, "We don't honk the horn up here. If a person missed a light, they just missed a light." I'm like, "What?" It was like, it's seriously frowned upon in Wisconsin if you honk the horn. It's like, they know you from out of town.
Yeah.
No,
they're really nice people out here. They're really like, unless you go to like north side of Milwaukee, where they kill Milwaukee, as they like to call it. Like, every place got the hood, and Milwaukee has its ghettos and whatnot. And like the north side of Milwaukee is very 45th and Moncriefish. It is very out east. It is very Eureka Gardens. And I had to work out there a lot, and I was like, oh yeah, this is I get it. I get it now. But even then, like some of the shit that I did, Jay was on the phone with me when I tried when I was on the phone with that guy, and I was like, the fuck did you say? Because I thought this dude said something about I was delivering liquor, and I was in a gas station, and he was arguing with the store owner, and I was ignoring it. And then I started talking to the store owner, and he asked a question. And he asked a question to me. And I didn't answer him because I was talking to the store owner. I ignored him. And he goes, "Oh, you want to fucking ignore me? If I pull my gun out in this bitch, I bet nobody will ignore me then." And I just looked at the store, and I said, "1 second, sir." I turned around, "The fuck did you just say to me?" I was like, "I will beat your ass in here. Are you crazy?" And Duval got shot, though. They would have been an opportunity. He wouldn't have let me talk. He got scared as fucking and backpedaled. He was like, I wasn't talking to you. Who the fuck was you talking to then? Ain't nobody else in the store. Like,
the food is great up there, bro. Like,
no, you know what? Get him off the air. He's a liar. The food is terrible up here. What are you talking about?
No, bro. Like, okay, Florida, you got
where
fish.
Did you eat?
You got fish. Wait a minute. You got fish in Florida, and I'm not trying to rag on the Jaguars. I know. Before the season, and y'all gonna start serving garlic crab trays at the game if y'all don't win. Okay, yeah, that's what y'all missing. Y'all probably some garlic crab trays in the north end zone, but I ain't gonna say that. But now the food, the food is good.
You do know that you can bring your own food into the stadium, right? Do you know that?
No.
Oh yeah. Let me put you
lying, or you
I swear to God.
cannot.
You can bring. Listen,
22 seconds.
Oh Oh, I'm trying to put you on game right now. And this is another reason why you're cheering for the wrong franchise. Let me explain something to you, because you can't do this in Denver. So if you pull up at any one of these tailgates, you'll see that they give, like most of them, that you got to pay for the tailgates to party with them and all you can eat food. They will give you a large clear bag. That large clear bag is able to be brought into the stadium with any food. I have brought pulled pork into the stadium. I have brought pizza, an entire pizza in a clear bag into the stadium. I have seen a lady with a whole pot of spaghetti inside of a plastic bag eating it with a fork. Yes, if you have a clear Ziploc bag, the ounces, I think it's like what? 32 ounces or something?
Something like that. It's not
it's a big bag. It's big. You can put whatever food you want to inside of it, and you can bring it in.
If you go to Publix before the game, you can go get a Publix sub and stuff, and they'll put it in the bag, and it'll be a clear bag. It'll be perfect. You can bring it right into the game.
Y'all trying to set me up. Because I know my ass, if I go to the game with this bag of food, they're like, nah, sir, you got to eat this at the entrance. I'm like,
nah, I'm
dead ass. Y'all trying to set me
I swear to God, anybody watching right now,
unless they change it because of COVID, that's what it is for the stadium.
Yeah,
that's
the what's it called? The tailgates are promoting it right now the same way.
Because I think, man, that food is expensive, bro. Some people just people come to the game, they can't spend another $100 on food. So
now let me tell you this, Jay. If they put a roof on the stadium, there will be no more bringing in your own food. Guarantee it.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
You're allowed to bring in your own food. Right? You're allowed to bring in your own food because it's hot as the devil's ass crack in that stadium, and they do nothing positive for you. They gave you cup holders on the chairs, and they gave you them wider seats or whatever the fuck they try to do, and they gave you a dog park or whatever the fuck that is. It's a pool that you can't afford to get into. So what they did to help you out as a fan is said, you know what? Let me give you the opportunity to bring in your own food. Let you bring in grandmama cooking.
Fried chicken, all that shit.
Damn. Well, I know people used to sneak boiled peanuts up and, back like the early 2000s.
It's a same kind of thing, but you can do that still too, yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
man.
So I have a question. I got to get out of here in a few, guys. So to the Jaguar Nation and all that, the brother man's going to be parking. And I'll probably be there about 9:30, not 10 o'clock. I want to run into some tailgate.
Yeah.
What's the deal?
What's up?
Do they have stuff like on the way walking or what? So I plan to park by the
Duval and Bryant.
Across the street, JSO?
You talking about the actual?
You talking about JSO?
Yeah,
you're trying to stay safe. That's what it is. No, that's the safest bet for you because you might get knocked the fuck out coming in that stadium with a Broncos jersey on. You better go with security.
Right next to JSO, so like, hey, bro, look, officer. But no, they got tailgating on the way. What's the deal, man?
Yeah, Duval. There's tailgate over. They usually do the big tailgate. Duval and Bryan. That's the intersection over there, off by like Talleyrand. So.
Oh, that's where the Florida Georgia, where everybody set up.
No, if you're, it's like I said, if you look at the intersection of Duval and Bryan, you'll see it's just a big parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
what's your prediction for the score, man? I'm putting it on the board.
26-10.
Jacksonville.
Broncos. 26. Look at my hands. 26. 26-10.
He thought I wasn't gonna see that shit. That motherfucker said y'all had six. All right, Jay, what you got for us?
Man, I got 32-17 Jags. Let's go.
Woo!
Well, I gotta take you to Vegas, boy. God damn. Okay.
Hey, what's crazy is, this is hilarious, and you can verify.
Pastor Tane, he gonna kill Pastor Tane. He know Pastor Tane very well.
Very well. Nah, what's crazy, Jay, is I actually predicted 32 points as well earlier in the New Era Jacksonville group. I was having a conversation. I put 32 to 20. It was 32-20 Jacksonville.
What?
32-20 Jacksonville. Yes, Czar, we don't respect y'all Broncos like that, bro.
Hey, y'all gonna make me put this plastic over my head and just pull.
Hey,
bro, no.
That's what's gonna happen. Hey, that's what's gonna happen, bro. Look,
that's what's about to happen.
Hey, look, Von Miller gonna be cramping up out there on Sunday.
It's too hot down here.
Von Miller is back. 58 is back, man.
He's gonna be cramping up. He's gonna be cramping up
in the nursing home.
Man.
Bro, Von Miller ain't been a problem since 18.
Hey, he better be worried about.
He got charges to beat, don't he?
Nah,
he just had a baby. He ain't got no charges.
Didn't he have a new baby with a different girl or something? though? You got a baby mama drama.
The same woman got the charges.
Yep,
drop the charges.
Oh,
like,
no.
That's what happens when you pay for them.
No, Megan ain't stupid.
Yeah, she keeping that money.
He got him one.
See, y'all getting personal. See,
I
ain't gonna go. I'm not gonna. We're gonna keep it classy in Denver. We're not gonna go as low as y'all two, man. Y'all just. No,
I'm just wondering. I was just wondering. That's all. That's
I
all.
I have one last question before I get out of here.
Let's do it.
So, regardless of the game outcome, when will the Men in Teal be back online to discuss the game results? Because I don't want to miss this.
No. It's gonna be it'll be after the game. It'll be because my son has a game. So the way I watch the game is I actually turn everything off, and then once I get back to the house, I watch the game in its entirety, and then I hit Jay, and I'm like, I know, bro, Jay hates it.
We have
to do a later post game show, so it'll be like 6 p.m. probably your time, 7.
6 p.m. Wait a minute, I gotta address some of your texters or Broncos couldn't sack Minshew. I'm not gonna lie, Minshew was very slippery in the pocket. But let me tell you something. Von Miller and Bradley Chubb were out last year. Oh, we will be tasting Trevor Lawrence. Okay, we will be sacking Trevor Lawrence.
You will not sack Trevor. How about that?
All right.
How about that? You want? Let's do a prop bet. Let's do a prop bet. I don't have a Broncos shirt. I don't have one, but I can make one. So how about this? I don't want to say that. I was real Brody, dog. I don't
think we give up more than 3.
I don't think we give up more than 2. I don't think we give up more than 2. But I was about to say 2 sacks. Y'all ain't getting more than 2 sacks. Nope. His name is Trevor.
Bro, okay. I need y'all to be realists.
Real as can be.
That ball coming out of there.
We keep it teal.
Okay, teal real. Okay. No, serious. Who's the tackle? Little and who else?
It's not Little. See, this is the problem. See, the way that you did, you were supposed to do research for this. And clearly, your research is going to be like your team's game plan. Completely.
No.
Little isn't even going to play.
Y'all got people rotating, man.
No, we don't. Nobody rotates offensive linemen. That's not a thing.
Yes, y'all do.
No, we don't.
No, we don't.
Didn't even dress last week.
What?
But
in the preseason, yeah. What are you talking about?
We rotated in the preseason. Did you guys?
All your linemen played the same position last week?
Yes. Nobody rotated. Who does that?
Well, who? Okay, so I got a question.
Yeah.
How many times did Reverend Trevor get hit?
Once.
What?
Once. He got sacked once.
How many times did he get hit?
Not a lot.
Quarterback pressure.
How many
times did he get hit?
Does it get counted? I
want to give you an answer.
Does it count if they call a flag because he got roughed? He got roughed 3 times.
Okay, like this.
He got.
How many times did he get physically assaulted?
Rough the passer a lot. They are dirty out there. You got to remember, the Broncos are dirty people.
Like Bill Cosby said, I even like to talk to you. Look. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, they're gonna put something in his Gatorade.
2 sacks. 2. And we're gonna win. 2.
You're gonna have 2. Y'all are gonna get 2 sacks.
Agent J and Kid, y'all wanna put something on that?
I said no more. I said no more than 3. He said no more than 2. So we lining up right exactly.
Okay, so wait, we talking about from Von Miller or from the crew?
The team.
Defense.
Huh?
The whole huh?
I'm looking at 5 for a total of 5. No, I'm serious. A total of 5 sacks.
Y'all are not getting 5 sacks on Trevor. His name is Trevor. You're not hitting Trevor 5 times. No, he the magic man. He the blind Jesus. Are you kidding me? Trevor, first of all, Trevor Lawrence can walk on water. You think he's finna walk across Von Miller ass and throw a tutty? Get out of here, man. What's wrong with you?
I'm gonna tell you. Look. Okay, I'm gonna say this last thing. I know I've been promised to get out of here. I'm gonna say this. Y'all moving the wrong way. I love the Jags. I love the Jags, but y'all moving the wrong way.
The wrong way.
What do you mean?
Y'all moving the wrong way. Okay, wait a minute.
Leave it to a Broncos fan to say we're moving the wrong way about drafting a franchise quarterback because y'all don't know nothing about that.
Y'all moving the whole aura of the Jaguars is wrong. You got Urban Meyer. Wait. You got Urban Meyer that just cut Tim Tebow. Don't they live next to each other?
Yep.
Okay.
So how does that look? Urban Meyer probably out there feeding the squirrels and mowing the grass, and Tim Tebow come out there. Hey, Urban, that is awkward.
It's not awkward.
Yeah, that's awkward as hell. That is awkward. That is awkward.
That's
real. Trevor live in the same neighborhood?
They have a relationship.
Hey, listen, hold on. First of all, don't you worry about where King Trevor lives. Understand that. You trying to get information right now to do something before Sunday. That's what you're trying to do. You're not about to go over there to Trevor's house.
Yes, I probably know. I don't know.
Don't tell him that. You don't need to know where Trevor lives, sir. Don't you worry about that.
Then you got robbed by Nick Foles, 13-22 stagecoach style. Okay, Nick Foles just walked in like, give me the goddamn money, and y'all paid him. Y'all moving so differently, bro. Yes, you see your eyes right now. Get it? You
no. Because what I'm telling. If we want to talk about who got robbed, would have been the Bears for trading for that contract. The Bears got robbed.
I stuck you up for your cash fold.
Not really. Not that much.
I'm gonna tell you why it didn't work. When Nick Foles bought his house and he took a family picture, he had a Budweiser in the corner. Y'all didn't catch that. I said, boy, Nick over here drinking already. Now look, couldn't even go pretty fast. Bro, I'm gonna send you the picture. He had his family. And right behind the little Bud Light.
Yeah, but we didn't have to pay all that money. Chicago paid all that money.
We traded him a year after signing him.
Yeah, he got the upfront. That's cool. Whatever. He's out of there.
Look, Nick Foles, y'all was like McDonald's. Nick Foles said, let me give about $50 million. Y'all said, okay, would you like to catch up with that? And he took off with the money.
What?
You can't be giving people money like that, man.
See, this is why this is.
I'm y'all. It's Bronco Jags week. I got to be petty.
Hey, it's the same reason. It's the same reason.
Mel Tucker said hello.
Look, like
okay.
Said,
hey, well, tell Teddy Bridgewater. Tell Teddy Bridgewater that Charlie Strong said hello. How about that? How about that?
We know everything we need to know. We know everything
about
we know everything about little pants.
Huh?
Yeah, they know who Mel Tucker is. Of course we
playing with them. Tell the Jaguar Nation who Mel Tucker is.
Stop playing like they don't know who Don't come in. See, listen, because y'all got casual fans out there in Denver. Don't come over here acting like it's the same. You didn't even know that our assistant head coach was coaching your quarterback in college. So don't come over here and act like you know some stuff about some stuff, okay?
I know. I did my homework, bro. One last thing.
It's about to be some bullshit.
No. Y'all have ran. I just saw the clip. I was doing some Jaguar Googling. And, bro, the fans are so passionate. I'm still trying to understand the Jalen Ramsey thing. Y'all lost the game. And y'all cornered Jalen Ramsey in the corner of the parking lot. He was trying to get out of there and go home. He running over jerseys and stuff. Why did y'all do that?
First of all, fuck Jalen.
Grade him, first of all. I just need you to comment.
Fuck Jalen. That's what it is. It's fuck Jalen. It's fuck Jalen. It's fuck everybody except his baby mama and them 2 little baby girls. That's it. Everybody else associated with Jalen is fuck Jalen, fuck his father, fuck his family, fuck the stripper he left his babies for out there in LA. Fuck all of them. Fuck the Instagram model he trying to, all of them. Fuck Jalen Ramsey. And on that note, you out of here, Czar. We done with you. I'm going to make it so you don't get in trouble because you was about to get in trouble. Czar was about to get a divorce. Wifey was about to come in and whoop that ass. Jalen, we want to end on Jalen Ramsey. We're not about to do that. We're not about to do that.
Can't do
That's what we're not going to do. It is game week. Jalen does not play here. Neither does he play in Denver. Do not bring him up, sir. What is this guy doing? Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. This is the Minute Till Podcast brought to you by the Miller Creative Group. Check them out online at mcg247.com or on all social media platforms at mcg247. Miller Creative Group. Discover the one source difference. That was our good friend of the show, the Czar. We appreciate him for coming on. Check out his podcast, The Wire, coming out soon. I don't know exactly what he's going to talk about. I'm assuming it's going to be a bunch of Denver Broncos bullshit, though. If he's going to do it inside of that blue room. You see that blue room? Like, who does that? Who paints their room blue? What are we, 10?
Yeah, who paints their entire room the team color? That
is crazy.
That is insane.
Crazy. That's a crazy person. Oh, my God. Robert says he is 50. Well, damn, Robert. You're an old fan. But Robert, my point was, Robert, it was that you were a fan of another team before we got the Jags.
Yeah,
now, what I love about you, Robert, if you are 50, is that means that you transitioned from what team you were a fan of prior to Jacksonville to switching it up and coming. You knew he had no real argument when he randomly brought up Jalen Ramsey. Jersey Jaguar with the ether. Exactly, Jersey. What's this guy talk about? Let me ask you a question about Jalen.
Hey, Ken, bro, you ever heard this beautiful sound?
I don't know what that is. What is that? Is that a spaceship?
Mm-hmm.
What you got over there? Is that you know what it looks like? It looks like a Comcast modem. Okay, it looks like a fucking router. Are you going to play video games outside right now? Is that what you're going to do?
Oh, man. This would not be the first time.
Is that the thing?
Or the 100th time.
Robert said you were a fan of the Steelers first. So, Robert, did you transition like automatically as soon as we got Jacksonville, or did you still rock with the Steelers? Because we was in the same conference then.
Yeah.
Right? The AFC Central. So that's pretty interesting. That is pretty interesting. What are you doing? Oh my God. He just turned his modem on. His internet's about to get better. That looks like a modem. You can't argue that.
Nah, man.
Are you kidding me?
Don't like a superior gaming.
You're gonna make me find the actual picture of the Comcast router and post it because it looks just like it. Oh, let's talk this though. Before we get off the air, I do want to bring up one more little thing. We already did the breakdown, so we're good with that. We gave our predictions. We're good there. I do want to take a second to talk about something that I think is completely irrelevant, but it gives me an opportunity to yell some more, so I enjoy it. ProFootballNetwork.com. I've never heard of it. Don't know what the fuck it is, but apparently they felt it necessary to do their NFL rookie rankings for Week 2. Now, these are all rookies from their performance in Week 1. Where do you think Trevor Lawrence fell in this lineup? And if that's this is a broad range, it goes all the way to 25, right? So you can take, a top 5, top 10, whatever.
I would think it was 3.
This is all rookies, not just quarterbacks.
All rookies. I don't know, top 5.
No.
Lower?
Much lower.
What, like 24?
24.
Oh, man, damn.
Trevor Lawrence ranked 24 by this site, to the point where they didn't even give an explanation. These players didn't make the initial top 10 of the NFL rookie rankings, but they could very well end up in this with a strong Week 2 performance. He is this is what's crazy to me. Kyle Pitts, the tight end of the Atlanta Falcons, who was irrelevant in their game that they did not score a touchdown, was ranked 19th.
How?
But Trevor Lawrence is 24.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Who does this? How is that a thing? I really don't understand. Now, if we jump into the quarterback rankings for rookie quarterbacks in week 1, Trevor Lawrence is second. It says, we had a feeling it would go like this. Urban Meyer let Lawrence sling with abandon against the Houston Texans. And this is from reputable source, NBCSports.com. It said, we let Lawrence swing with abandon against Houston Texans, and the result was 332 passing yards, the 4th most ever in an NFL debut, and 3 touchdowns, but a 55% completion rate with 3 turnovers in his first football loss at any level. Seriously, that's crazy, right? Lawrence is saddled with a terrible supporting cast. I think that's hilarious. And an unproductive running game. What? Who are you writing this? So be prepared to see more stat lines like this going forward. We would not be surprised if the number 1 overall pick finishes in the top 10 in yards and touchdowns, but also interceptions this year. How do you feel about that?
That sounds crazy, bro. Like, I don't understand. I don't know, bro. Say he won't finish what this year? Touchdowns?
In top 10 in touchdowns, yards, and picks, though. Top 10 for the most yards, touchdowns, and interceptions.
That he will or he won't? He will.
I believe he will, because they're saying that there's no run game, so he's going to have to throw the ball 50 times a game. It's just crazy. Like, who are you writing the story?
Somebody, like I said, somebody who didn't watch the game.
It's crazy. Somebody who doesn't know the Jaguars, period, from last season. Because you would have known we had a 1,000-yard rusher, and he was a top 5 running back last year. So what are you talking about? Jersey Jaguar with a valid point we planned on laughing about today during the news. I completely forgot. He says, off topic, but I just want to point out Travis Etienne has better stats this season than Kadarius Toney. So that's hilarious because me and Jay would talk about that off the air. We were laughing how, dodged a bullet by not picking up Kadarius Toney. And then I said, it's because, the guy we drafted instead of him, or because we couldn't get him, I should be fair, has more receiving yards in the NFL than Kadarius Toney, and he hasn't played an official game.
Exactly. So, that is funny.
Jay, I would like to give Jay a round of applause. Because Jay also has more receiving yards in the NFL than Kadarius Toney.
Yes.
It's been a long road for you, big dog.
I know, man.
You've done well.
Shout out. Go Gators.
Yeah, great job. And shout out to all of our listeners as well. Give them a round of applause because you two all have more receiving yards than Kadarius Toney. Yes, sir. So then that's all I got, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we did. I think we did pretty good.
Yeah.
We had a little heat in here, right? We brought the Denver fan in. Green Cove Springs. We have a caller.
Oh wow!
Should we take the call? Oh, he hung up.
No, never mind.
If you were calling in, go ahead. We'll take the call before we jump off the air. We'll take the call, Green Cove Springs. We'll see if they call back. We'll give them a minute. They said, "Oh no, they're going off the air." I don't know. I don't know anybody. It has to be show related.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because I don't know anybody in Green Cove Springs. I will say I did tune into the Sports Den. I want to give a shout out to the Sports Den, man. Yep, he's calling back. Let's see what it is.
Call from
Robert Atzer.
Okay. Robert, what's going on, man?
All I know is that guy does no research on the Jaguars.
Facts.
After listening to all that air from him, we're going to destroy him. Mm-hmm. I mean, Josh Allen is just going to freaking annihilate him.
Mm-hmm.
Facts. Yep, absolutely. I agree. He literally said, "Who's the tackle? Walker Little? What?
Yeah,
what?
Right.
What?
Oh, 14 seconds. 14 seconds.
He just said Little.
Yeah, he's the little guy.
Well, ESPN did show him on for a backup.
Well, that's good. That's good because I was looking for the depth chart. I couldn't find it, so I was looking today, and I wasn't able to find where anybody credible had tweeted one or put one out there. So good. I'm glad to hear Walker Little will be dressing in as a backup this week because I mean, hopefully
and
at some point he
Barch.
takes over. Barch too.
After Cam's 9.5 PFF grade, I wouldn't be surprised if Urban didn't switch it up to Cam.
Yeah.
No, I doubt
AJ
that.
Cann has been so consistent as just like a above average player his entire time here. I don't know if they're going to buck on him this quickly. He's been consistent as a great run blocker, but his pass pro's always been down. But the 9 grade is mind-blowing to me. I've never seen a lineman graded that low, but I also...
Me either. Our tackles were...
Go ahead.
Low, too.
Yeah, they were in the 50s, and then Norwell and Linder were in the 70s. They were the only
they were in the 75s. They actually did decent.
Yeah. So the thing that when I'm watching the game, I never went, wow, the offensive line's playing bad. And to get a 9, like I should notice that. I should notice that you were playing that bad. So I know they say he gave up like 8 pressures. But I have a video I've been trying to post. For whatever reason, it's not posting to our channel, where I actually took one of the plays and broke it down. And Can did fine on that play. I mean, it's 1 out of 50. But he did fine. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with Can. Does he recover? I know he's coming off of COVID. We've seen with Cam Newton, we've seen plenty of players come slow back off of COVID. Don't know why. I think AJ Can will be okay. I don't see Walker Little taking that spot because most tackles can't just hop in and play guard. It's not a thing. It's very rare that you get guys who can do it. Will Richardson did it for his first time in the preseason. So it's not a normal occurrence. I know as fans, we like to say that, but it just doesn't happen. They switch sides more often than they actually slide inside. But I could see
being funny
Ben
you
Barch.
said that because Will Richardson could actually take Cam's spot. Because in the Cowboys, we had way better pass protection than, all preseason.
Right. No, absolutely. Absolutely. Will Richardson being in there was good. I mean, we were going against 2s and 3s, but he did. He looked good. I think Will Richardson will be better in pass pro because he is a taller, he's much more nimble as a tackle you are. AJ Can is probably a better run blocker.
Longer arms, quicker arms.
Yeah. Now at the same time, Will Richardson,
he's good in the run game.
He's got to be 6'6", 6'5". AJ Can 6'2". So there is a height difference. You don't really want your guards to be 6'5", 6'6", 6'7". That messes up the throwing lanes.
Hey, I'm only 5'10", and in high school I was 240 as an edge rusher.
Right.
So, but I mean, like Little, if he did, like, say you put him in at right tackle for Can or right guard for Can, put Little on the outside. I mean, if shit goes, if the Broncos, Von Miller, they start getting to Trevor, I mean, not at least pressure them out of the pocket.
Right.
I don't put it past Urban to switch it up in the middle of the game.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I could see, and I would see, honestly, I think Will Richardson will be the guy he throws in. I think it'll be Ben Barch first. And then if that doesn't work, Will Richardson. Also, you got to remember, we got guys by the name of Tyler Shatley out there. Strongest guy in the building. Played pretty damn good every time he's ever had an opportunity. Tyler Shatley, bench press over 500 pounds.
Shatley is our best backup ever, really.
Yeah,
I mean, come on. The guy can play any position.
Facts.
Other than tackle.
Absolutely. Tyler Shatley is great interior help. And somebody asked if AJ Can continues on the decline. The fan mentioned, he asked me, he said, do we move Linder to right guard and put Shatley at center? No, you keep Linder at center because he's a top 5 center. You put Shatley at right guard.
No shit.
Yeah, you put Shatley at right guard.
Yeah, exactly. Shatley could play any right, left guard. It don't matter.
Absolutely.
Center.
Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I think they'll figure it out. Von Miller's not the guy he used to be. Not saying he's still not a threat. He's not the pass rusher he used to be. And you got a guy by the name of Manhertz, who's one of the better blocking tight ends in the league. And you have Carlos Hyde, who is good in pass pro. That's why you got him. He's a good third down back. Yeah, I think we'll be fine. They'll scheme it up.
I gotta say, Carlos Hyde has way more burst for his age than I remember.
Absolutely.
That 13-yard run he did, he had some speed.
Now, we talked about it on the show when we picked up Carlos Hyde. The fan base was like, what? They were upset. But I did a deep dive into his stats. I didn't watch a lot of Seattle last year, but I looked at his stats, and Carlos Hyde was producing something like 12 yards a touch when Carson would go out of the game. So he was a different back than we had here. So that's the thing.
I hate to say it, he sort of sucked when he was with us.
Yeah. Oh, he was. He was terrible when he was with us. But, when he got here this time and they did the interview and they talked to him about it, he said it's completely different here now. My energy is different here. I want to be great here. So, I think Carlos Hyde, I think he's a lot better than fans are expecting him to be, and I think he's going to show that. But, man, Robert, we appreciate you for calling in, brother. I appreciate it. You're always tuning in, man. Yep, have a good one. Go, Jags, go. Man, that's Robert, bro. He's always on the show with us, man.
Shout out to Robert, man.
Shout out to Robert. I'm pretty sure he was tuned into the Sports Den episode I was watching because I saw one of his comments get put up on the screen. I just want to talk about what Denny had said. Denny brought up, apparently he was having a conversation. They brought Blake Bortles on for a show earlier in the week. I didn't get to watch the show, but Blake actually said, like, what happened with the illegal formation, the lining up in the backfield, he was like, that's impossible. Blake's like, no, that's not possible. And Denny said he went back and watched the tape, and he's like, it's not there.
Yeah.
He's like, I went back and just watched that and focused on that, and it wasn't there. He said, did he look like a little bit back? Yeah, but nothing compared to no different than he's seen in any other game by any other lineman in the NFL. So, no, that's not a thing.
Tell you, bro, I tell you rookie shit. What did I say after the game, bro? They're just doing some of this shit is just rookie shit that they're going to do to him.
Right. Well, Blake came out and said, it's impossible because the officials warn you first. The officials come out and say, hey, man, you're lining too far up off the ball. They do it with receivers. Anybody on the line of scrimmage, they will warn you before they start throwing flags on illegal formation, stuff like that. They'll let you know.
Yeah.
And so he's like, if that was happening, they would have told Cam and repeatedly before they threw the flag on him for it. And then Cam would have had to make a decision and just ignore them. And so if that's what happened, then it's on Cam.
Yeah.
Even if he felt like he was in the right, you just have to step up. Who cares? The ref said you're not, just step up. Wherever he's telling you got to play, just play there so you don't get a freaking penalty. So it is what it is, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Hell of a show. Get us amped up and ready for this Sunday. Jacksonville Jaguars gonna lock down the bank in the home opener. Trevor Lawrence about to go hamburger and cheese, and Jay is gonna be live in attendance for the whole damn thing. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to this. This was a hell of a show. Make sure you click the share button, get it out there. Follow us on all social media platforms at Men and Teal Podcast, except Twitter. That's Men and Teal Pod. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Turn on notifications. Join the Facebook group, Men and Teal Podcast. That way you can play in the weekly Pick'em for $5 entry. This week we got a $160 pot going out to the winner. Some guy won it last week. Not sure who it was. It was that guy over there. Shout out. Oh, I hit the laugh button again.
What can I say? Hey, it's funny, man. I'm trying to laugh it to the bank, baby. Laugh it to the bank.
Jay, how much did you win in the pot last week?
115.
All right, for those of y'all who think that it's not like, oh, the host would, no. Listen, I posted, if you're in the group, you know, the picks are posted Thursday, the entire sheet. So y'all can see and follow along on who's winning and who's losing. Jay got 12 games right, the most out of everybody. So shout out to him. Who's going to win this week? I don't know. $160 pot. We will find out. Come put your $5 in. If you want to play 2 lines, put $10 in. Second place prize, you win a free line next week if you play. So make sure you join the Facebook group. Come and play with us. Men and Teal Podcast, weekly pick'em. It's the dopest shit out, bro. I am your host, the Hot Take Hooligan Agent K. That is the Cannabis Analyst Agent J. And we are out of here, bro.
We smoke, we smoke,